Who?
They all wanna know how I live my life, how I spend my money, how I treat my mom, why. But I hope that he don't show them what I'm truly like. Cause if he does, then my 2 big bills won't get paid on time. Cause I can't afford to lose another pay pick. June's gonna make everybody think I'm crazy. Show the world how I made a stationary statement. Slave trade joke, but I swear I'm not a racist. I said I loved you, but I didn't mean it. On a feels and nagger, eat it. Skin complexion like a white cheddar cheese it. And I'm getting that feeling anytime June. Please don't ask my viewers why they could. Yeah, he gon' show my lousy interview. You can eat it with a spoon. Cause in time, yeah, in time, gambling, addiction, alcohol abuse. Cash advantage for money matches I lose. You can eat it with a spoon. Cause in time, yeah, in time, June. I got a feeling June gon' call me out for DoorDash and everything, even though I have gout. Shrimp balls and barbecue, I'm in the mood to chow. Gonna order a lot of food, some gabagool, and I want it right now. He's gonna expose me and I ain't ready for it. 672 and Derek, I hope he ignores him. I'm just a little streamer and I can't really afford it. I swear to God, if he slanders me, I'll get a lawyer. I don't know what to do, so I'll act nice. Try to beg less, yeah, right. Stop talking about steak, this is my night. Dog's coming out, so I guess I better act right. Please don't ask my viewers why they could. Yeah, he gon' show my lousy interview. You can eat it with a spoon. Cause in time, yeah, in time, gambling, addiction, alcohol abuse. Cash advantage for money matches I lose. You can eat it with a spoon. Cause in time, yeah, in time, cause in time, yeah, in time, cause in time, yeah, in time,
Oh my God, hilarious. Not another song. We are in the house here. Meerkat Mob, hello.
Hello, everybody. We are in the house indeed. We have a lot of shit to go through today, so strap in.
Strap yourselves in, as I hope you've already done. I've been strapped in for hours right now. Sam, unfortunately, had a lot of appointments today, so he is out, but we'll get him back next week. No worries, no worries. Everyone's saying good thumbnail, Meerkat, so I have to give you props for that one, Meerkat. Everyone's saying you're doing an awesome job. He did great on that one.
I like to have fun with them. Because, of course, I asked people on Twitter for pictures of DSP flexing, and I was not disappointed with the amount of people that showed up with incredible photos of a very buff man. I can't even recognize this guy. Who is this guy?
And he said this week words such as his arms have doubled in size. He literally said that. And he doesn't do crazy stuff like whey protein. He just sticks with protein bars. So
yeah, the crazy stuff, the whey protein. You just inject it right into your eyeballs.
The protein bars are the way to go, though. It's much different. Okay, let's start with the way we always start. Come on.
Feeling the wild, yeah.
Let's get a good one here. We got 3 good ones here for you today. Let's start with this one.
Stats, which means that over several runs, you can slowly build up a stockpile of strength, dex, and intellect to compensate for your lack of skill.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
Eventually, you'll
so that was a double one. Lack of skill and the camera was on the whole time. I'm gonna speed run these this time because let's get through this.
You'll have to make deal with me explaining what the
Here's a Gundam one, which I know is kind of light in the wild, but it was still funny enough, so I'll play it.
Hell is going on. and it's a nightmare.
Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave.
This is for you guys.
The more I get to you, the strangest in bloom. Yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom.
You asked for this.
Come on.
Bloom on the grave.
But I can't hit those anymore. I used to be able to sing that. You get the hell out! I turned my.
There goes that one. Next, last one of the week. Come on. This is so wild. So this, by the way, it's 4826, guys, okay? This video from a 996,000 subscriber channel. They are literally ending their video, and this is what they do.
Oh, the camera's on.
That's it. That's
All right, wow.
A million subscriber channel going for the meme of DSP leaving the camera on. That was pretty wild, I thought, but there we go. Okay. All right, there you go. That's our Fills of the Wilds speed run through. This I want to start with. It feels like a long time ago, but it's not. It's not that long ago, actually. Meerkat, we need your takes of the food here that you can DoorDash in the beautiful country of America. Now, I don't know if you can handle this level of cuisine over where you're from. Look at this, brother. Come on.
Yeah, I have a policy that I never order stuff that looks like I could have made it at home. Because for me, that's kind of pointless. And this looks like, I mean, I could do better than this, but still, it's like prisoner food. It's like canteen food.
I don't know
what the fuck is that?
What's this hot dog situation? Like one single hot dog, it cut in half, by the way. You don't even get the full dog. And then you got, and also bonus, how many controllers are too many on your table? I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But yeah, that's a really professional studio, brother. Working really good. Working really good. Okay. Next up, we have some. Let's get through some of these smaller things because I think the real story is kind of twofold today. It is DSP's Buff Arc and LTG Love Arc. So we're gonna get to both of those. So let's get through a few things earlier in the week here. And this is from Silk Song, which has turned out to be a great, let's say, salt mine for sure. And listen to this excuse here.
Tried to air dash, nothing. It didn't give me the air dash.
He's trying his best, guys. Give him a second. He's doing his best. Making it happen, making it work.
I just jumped nothing. Dude, it's dropping. It's fucking bad.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Solid Cold.
Can't do anything. Dude, this is fucked. This is fucked.
Uh-oh.
It's fucked. First of all, I'm telling you, it actually is dropping inputs, which sucks. You know, you're playing on a controller. I told you, I really felt like this game, you need a perfect controller.
Uh-huh.
I don't have one. The Elite 2 is good. All right, the Elite 2 is good.
Yeah.
But, absolutely, it's not perfect, especially for a game like this. I feel like the Elite 2 controller is good for modern games. This is more of a classic game. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
Can you explain what that means, anybody? It needs, you need a classic games controller, not a modern games controller.
But also one that is the perfect controller.
Perfect. Perfection.
That is also better than the Elite 2, which costs like, what, $300, some shit.
Yeah, that's not. Isn't that not a cheap controller? But some people are saying like Nocturnal Elites are shit. But still, but that's good for modern games, not elites, elite, whatever. Anyways,
Can we get
yeah, please.
the clip where he literally gets his hand injured?
Oh, definitely. That one is this one. Here we go. I got it right here. Right here.
You see, look at my thumb.
I'm right on time.
I can't do it anymore because my thumb is killing me from the platforming. Look, you guys, you see, look at my thumb.
Look at this.
This is the problem with the game. So you want me to do this challenge, but look what you've done to my thumb playing your game.
Look at what you've done.
Look what you've done to me. Dude, how hard are you pushing? Like, I think he just ham hands everything and just like full force on that puppy, you know?
He really does. He really does. And I think back in the day, there was some videos of him playing, and you could see his hands in some very rare instances. And the guy was really like cavemanning that controller. He was just handling it like it's the first time he's ever had one in his hands.
And I think he's feeling the pressure of if he fucks up, it's going to be in some clip channels. He can't quit this game because it'll be detractor win. Yeah. So he's really trying his best.
Those clips are perfect. Like, these are the perfect clips that are going to go viral. He's going to be the game journalist, as the caption of this video even goes. And it's going to be on TikTok. It's going to be on whatever AI platform they open next week. It's going to be crazy.
Game journalist is game journalisting. Again, big ups to Poe's Pass for that one. One thing I want to get through this week is for sure is this is a video from King Diddy Duke. And as you know, Cannon Brothers, just for anyone who doesn't know, are the people that made the forums for Street Fighter, made forum for all fighting games, excuse me. They also are the people behind Evo. They're also making a game right now, and they're doing a lot, all right? And no one can say they're not very successful people, which means DSP hates them. And we had some serious slander of the Cannon Brothers today. So let's play that real quick.
We'll do that, and that'll be the stream. I literally, back in the day, all right, got banned from Shoryuken.com when it existed. This was the major Street Fighter website. The Cannons ran it. They banned me. And when I asked them, why did you ban me? They said, because you're talking...
Okay, well, first, he was banned over 5 times. That's the first thing I have to clear up there. One of the times was for showing the penis pic. That was one of the quickest bans ever. And many other times it was for being a douchebag. But he's talking about one instance when he was banned, so here's that.
Negatively about rollback netcode. And I said, well, all I said was that rollback netcode has a tendency to drop a lot of inputs. Isn't that true? And they said, yes, that's true. So then why did you ban me? Oh, because we want to sell rollback netcode. There's no way we'll sell it if you keep talking negatively about it.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is true. That rollback netcode will drop a lot of inputs. Yes, but we don't care. We would need to make money.
You think they're saying this?
What I was told. So I was banned from SRK
That's what I was
shit
told,
like
he says.
You think they're saying this shit to DSP? They know he's the biggest shit talker on that site, the biggest douchebag. Yeah. Yes, Phil, it drops inputs. We know that. A reminder, not everyone... I'm getting heated because I don't give a shit about the Cannon Brothers guys, but when he talks shit about them, it gets me heated because they are not like that. They are not like douchebags. From what I know about them, what they've done, it's like you talking about the Cannon Brothers in a negative way like this, right, is just such cope about how their life has turned out the opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Cannon Brothers worked hard and did a fucking lot. DSP has not worked hard at all and wants everything to be given to him and shits on people that work hard. And that's the thing.
And really,
go ahead.
I really don't like this way of seething when he feels like they kept him from the community and there was some like deep state Illuminati ops against him to hold him back. When in reality, he wasn't a threat to anybody on a like fighting game level or like a personality level. He was just an annoying guy no one liked to hang out with. He gate-kept himself by just having complete lack of self-awareness.
So he was just too much of a douchebag that everyone hated him. And I'm sure they banned him. It's like, all right, it's just easier if we get rid of this douchebag, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, websites do that. You know, all right, this guy is shitting up every fucking thread. He's saying bullshit about rollback netcode where other people are giving out legitimate criticisms about rollback netcode, but they brought it up with facts. DSP's facts were, it dropped my inputs. Do you want to say anything more to that? Or it dropped my inputs? Well, that's not enough, you know?
He was going to the women threads and posting about like dating and shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like that. So how could I ever respect those guys?
Yeah, please,
on the rollback netcode, I'm not into fighting games. I don't know shit about that. But every technology has a downside, and most of those competing technologies that exist, they offer different benefits, and they all have some sort of a drawback. So, of course, it probably drops your inputs every once in a while. It just probably has a higher success rate than some other technology out there. I guess it's just like basic logic.
It's just it's a better way to do, online fighting games, right? Because it used to be, a delay-based netcode where when there was delay in the connection, it would literally turn into a slideshow to wait for all your inputs to get to you. And that was what it was. So Cannon Brothers are trying to solve that problem, right? And that's how they came up with it, was the rollback way, where I'm not going to get into the, how that works and shit, because DSP doesn't even understand. So they tried to do a new system of that, and of course it didn't work at the beginning. Of course it wasn't as smooth as it is now, but it's been improved for the last 20 fucking years, and everyone agreed it was the best way. Everybody. Because it was better than delay-based, where it's not even worth playing for most people, because just like, stop, oh, next frame. But DSP preferred that, he said, because then at least you're in lag. Okay.
Never again.
Also,
yeah,
like judging around the time when he was acting on those forums, playing fighting games in person was a lot bigger, I guess, than it is now. Because now people play it online because you have stable connections and everything. So back then, I guess the whole network side of things was a lot less developed, and it had a lot less opportunity to be fluid and run very well.
Yes. Look at this perfect pause by me. Yes, you're right. Yeah, Iwamoto says, yeah, we whacked him. Please don't tell anyone. Yeah, they took him out. Don't tell anyone, though. Okay, cool. Ira says, rollback was open source, aka free. Capcom wanted to pay for the rights to it, so the Cannons were forced to take money for it. This was actual slander. Correct. Kinchill says he is just jealous the fighting games use rollback netcode instead of DSP's rollback dent code. That's what he wants. Like, without a good way to play online, fighting games would not be as big as they are today. There's no chance, right? There's people now that win EVO that all they do is play online, like most people, It's very rare to find in-person places to play fighting games, But I
don't, and I still don't to this day, and I never will.
Yeah.
You say show proof. Would you like me to somehow have an IRC log from 27 years ago or something?
So this is the thing he always brings up as well. This one, there is a lot of SRK shit still online today that I've showed. But he always says everything happened in IRC chat, which there might not be a log of unless anyone has it out there that was in those chat rooms. So he's saying there is no proof to this conversation because it was an IRC chat, which is not SRK.
But still, like, why make such bold claims when you're just gonna shoot it down when somebody asks you to argument
prove
yourself?
It? Yeah,
it's like a he said she said. They told me this thing that incriminates them a lot, and I got kicked out for it.
But it was on IRC chat, so you can't even prove this.
It wouldn't be 27 years ago. It was probably mid 2000s. It doesn't exist.
Yeah. See?
None of this shit exists.
See?
That's what I mean.
He's
all these guys
sure you know it.
squeaky clean and shit. Yeah, but
he's making sure you don't know it.
Yeah, well, why is he holding a grudge over shit that happened 20 whatever fucking years ago? That's actually even more bad for him that he's bringing it up.
It's really telling how he's still so pissed about this 20 years ago on a website. You know what I'm saying? How many websites do you remember going to 20 years ago? And, I don't even fucking know. I probably got banned for websites too, but I don't hold a grudge against the people that banned me.
The stuff that you did was also underhanded, but no one can ever prove it. Just like there's so many people in the FGC who absolutely, positively knew that Mr. Wizard was a pedophile.
Okay, and Philip did as well, so keep that in mind. He says everyone knew, and that includes DSP. So if he's going to call out people for not doing anything, lump yourself into that as well. He tells you himself.
They talked about it publicly in IRC chat rooms.
Okay, cool.
They joked about it, because back then, we're talking the early 2000s, this was a joke. It was like, oh, the good old boys club, make fun of him, because we know that he's gay, and we know that he likes boys, so just make fun of him for it. I'm serious. People would just sit there and make fun of him for it, and wouldn't stop him or call him out. They would just say, oh, this is funny, basically haze the guy and tease the guy for it. Okay? But there were
so
many
a part of it,
people involved at that time period who knew about this. They saw it happen, yet everyone just like, oh, well, you just got to put up with Mr. Wizard being a part of the FGC because he's friends with the Cannons. And the Cannons really like him. So they're going to make him part of running EVO. Eventually, they made him the president of EVO or whatever it was. But everyone knew it back in the day. Everyone knew this stuff.
Yeah, so Jahad said the story of this. We're not getting into this thing, but the real thing would happen when Mr. Wizard would tell people to jump in the pool for tokens at the arcade, and that was the beginning and end of it. Jump in the pool, you get tokens for the arcade. And they were teens, by the way, like teenagers or whatever. I'm not saying that's right or anything. Just saying that's what it was. Because that's what, and that guy came forward with that, and that was the end of it. And they cut ties with him the instant that dude came forward. The instant that dude came forward with the allegations, Cannon Brothers dropped him because there were serious allegations, and they got rid of him just like they should instantly.
But where it was said in an IRC chat room, where no one ever saved anything or could prove anything. And now years later, you realize as you're an adult, man, this is fucked up stuff. There's nothing you can do about it. What could I do about it, right?
Well, if you think it's that big a deal, you could definitely do something. But
I wasn't there. I didn't live in California. I didn't see this stuff happening firsthand. They did, and they did nothing. Instead, they just hazed the guy and joked, and then basically were like, well, you're gonna, do stuff for us forever. You're gonna run SRK, and we're gonna trust you, and then we're gonna give you the fucking tournament and shit. This is all common knowledge among old school FGC heads, but no one will talk about it because they're invested in the FGC.
And remember, he wants to be a part of that old FGC head group too. Remember, that's his life goal, is to be a part of those groups. But okay.
I'm not. Okay. I don't give a shit. What do I have? What do I care? What are you gonna do? Ban me from Evo? I'm not going. I don't care. Oh darn!
Okay, hold on. One more thing I want to hear before we move on.
You're not even good at the game. That's the truth. The Cannon
Brothers.
Right
here. This is the part I want to hear. Listen to this. You tell me why someone that creates gaming tournaments and rollback netcode has to be good at the fucking game they're working to promote.
Shucks. But you're not even good at the game. That's the truth. The Cannon Brothers were never even good at Street Fighter. So what authority did they have to ever run the National Street Fighter tournament?
That is like saying the CEO of the NBA has to be an awesome basketball player. That's what he's saying right there. I mean, that's what he's saying. If the owner of the Premier League has to be awesome at soccer, obviously, because what authority they have? Come on.
We have money. Well, that's a good qualifying reason, don't you think? I don't know. This is all water under the bridge. I don't care about this shit anymore.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Like, bro, like, even if everything that he is saying is factually correct, he's still seething about shit that happened like 30 years ago that he was mostly not even involved in because the people that were participating in it became very successful and don't care about him.
Yes, that's the thing that really hurts.
It's so pathetic. Even if it's true, like I said, even if it's true, it's just so pathetic and desperate. Just an old seething man.
Yes, this is Al Bundy saying, I could have went pro. I could have went pro if I would have done one more thing. If I would have won that fucking game, I would have went pro. That's exactly what we're doing here.
But I'm not going to play 2XKO, that's for fucking sure.
Oh, we will. Oh, 2XKO is going to be the sponsor of this show. They don't have to give us a cent, by the way. I'm just going to promote the fuck out of it. I'm going to get a tattoo on my face. 2XKO. Come on.
I'm not going to get involved.
Get a hat.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm getting all the merch.
Exactly. It's just more politics. Even back then at the FGC, it was always politics. All I wanted to do was play fighting games at a fair level and have fun. It was politics, politics. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's always politics and everything.
Okay. This next part, your mind will be fucking blown if you haven't heard it. Get ready.
People who are greedy, people who want to control everything, people who want to make money, turn everything profitable. That's what it's always about.
Okay. Do we want to go to a live show and see how much Phil is talking about money at this very instant, or what? Because it's very funny to hear Phil say the following words: people who are greedy, people who want to control everything, people who want to make money, treat everything profitable. That's what he just said.
It's never about the love of the game. It's never about actually being good at the game. It's just about how much money can I make with this.
Well, I'm going to show you something here. Big ups to David who sent this to me. He went to the same news groups that DSP talked with. Tom Cannon here was in forums since 1992 talking about Street Fighter on these fucking forums. Caring about the game that much that he was, who knows how old he must have been in 1992, talking about these forums just the same way DSP was. Just the same way. He's not trying to make a fucking dollar. He likes the game that much. Also, let's show this. They also put together a tournament, and he says the following. B4 was a non-profit event. This is one of the first tournaments they ever made. He says, every cent collected went right back to the players as cash prizes and T-shirt giveaways. This commitment, coupled with the rental expenses for the video and capture equipment, actually sent us into the hole. We do these tournaments and this site because we love Street Fighter and we love competition. By purchasing a B4 tape, you're supporting the effort that made B4 possible. Once again, they were not making profit on anything. They were just trying to make more tournaments, and there is proof there from a very early thing of SRK.
Even if they were, they're showing with their initiative and their proactive behavior, they're showing that they should get money. They're passionate for what they do. They put in a lot of time and effort, and a lot of people are happy with what they do, and a lot of people participate in. So fuck it, go get the money. What's wrong with that? Because DSP just makes money for himself and makes content where everything is about money and everything is money motivated. And every single thing that happens on a stream, either organic or not, that have some semblance of profitability gets milked immediately into ashes until it no longer is viable and then gets thrown into the closet.
Yeah, you want to talk about treating everything profitable. Like, oh, wait, $10, name the car. Oh, yeah, $10, choose my racer. Oh, yeah, $8, do a magic 8 ball. Ask a question. You talk about treating everything profitable. That's special. Faradox says, have we discussed the fact that it looks like ALT is starting killing TBS hosts again? No, that's not true. Shout-outs to Anathema, big ups. Cream Pie says, Google, is rollback netcode good? Dark Side Phil. Well, he'll tell you it's bad, but we showed the last time where people fucking celebrated when their game gets rolled back. Walyap says, he'll happily ban anyone for any reason at all. He's the biggest hypocrite in the entire world. Correct. Greedo the Green says, this guy can't even set up a PC. He knows nothing about TEC, but we're supposed to believe he knows more about rollback than the people that made it. Yes, that's what you're supposed to believe, actually. Thank you, Greedo the Green. Talby says, Tony Cannon is greedy but made GGPO open source make it make sense. Correct. Flowchart Cammy, DSP is basically Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. He could have been the world champion, dude. Exactly. And one last thing from this that I have to play. I have to play this. And here we go.
Doing it. I just wanted people to have fun enjoying this hobby that I also enjoyed. And I also knew that people who are in competitive fighting games, if you're doing that instead of being out on the streets, getting into a gang, shooting up with drugs, what? You know what I'm saying? That was a better activity.
And this is a little this is an amazing retcon. DSP, I showed on Density Scrolls before. He organized, I believe, 2 tournaments after he was already couldn't keep up, like, playing wise, so he took part in helping tournaments. He's saying he did that because he wanted to keep people from shooting up, from being a positive thing rather than being in gangs and stuff. When in actuality, he was setting up the tournament because he wanted to feel like a fucking king and people had to come to him for their questions and problems, and everyone hated it when he did it. So, okay, really cool though, Phil.
I was proud to be a part of something that was kind of a positive thing for people rather than being a part of the problem. You know what I mean? But for some people, all they ever saw was fucking dollar signs.
Yep.
Time to rest.
All they saw was dollar signs. Okay, anyways, that's enough of that. But that was just, and it'd be very much different if the Cannons were millionaire kids and they paid everyone to make everything. Like let's say they paid someone to make GGPO. They paid someone to put SRK website up. They paid someone to set up Evo. But that is not the case. They did it themselves. So what the fuck does the fact that they had money matter, right? They did everything themselves. It's not like they just bought their way in. They did it themselves. They made it themselves.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's not like it's just a complete. It's like trying to undermine all the shit they did, right? They learned how to do everything themselves.
That's exactly what he's trying to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he tries to do that with pretty much everybody. He has the least charitable opinion on so many people that makes you instantly think that something is wrong and he's saying something suspicious. And it makes me not trust him. Even though I don't know anything about the Cannon brothers or the FGC, listening to these stories makes me feel like he has a personal issue and it has nothing to do with what actually happened back then and rollback netcode and all these forums and events.
Yep. It's just that so fucking weird, you know, and I don't even know what his fucking goal is. Anyways, moving on to our next topic here. DSP, as we showed last week and we show again this week, has been having some fun on a few videos. Okay. And what do I mean by fun? Well, he's doing things like posting comments late at night on troll channels, all right? And he's done it on Wings channels. And let's hear this big cut down here that he has. So I'll show you. Here we go. So this is one from September 30th. I played the Gollum game during my worst games ever marathon on Saturday. Wings is now playing the game out of nowhere. Wings 100% watches all of my shit and copies me, just like his AI background removal tool that doesn't work properly because he has shit lighting and an awful setup.
Come on, bro.
Got him, King. Nailed it. Whew, he is felted. Good felting there, King. So I want to ask you, well, there's more too as well. There is another one. This is the most recent one. This happened 9 hours ago, guys. Around there, a little bit before that. There's another Wings video. And DSP says, what the fuck is he constantly doing with his hands? Why does he have a camera that doesn't correct the constant shaking? Why doesn't he put filters on his mic to stop the chair squeak? He's copied me in so many ways, but literally in none of the ways that would actually satisfy his real viewers. He should pay me to fix his shit, but we all know he doesn't have any money despite making doctor money, LOL.
Oh, come on.
This is a 2:30 post from his time. Thank you, Anonymous Fish. So he's very busy, boy, watching troll videos and posting things like getting rid of his chair squeak. Now, America, I'm going to ask you a very deep question. What would you prefer to hear, a chair squeak or snorts?
I've heard the Wings chair squeak, and I think it's funnier than a snort. Because I've heard too many snorts, and the snorts are more annoying to me than a chair squeak.
Yes, it's really funny. The DSP says, pay me to fix my shit. Come on.
In this comment in particular, he's just going through the things that he knows are good about him and just comparing himself to another lolcow that he announced he is, that this guy is beneath him. So why is he doing this? Because to me, this is an admission that he sees himself on the same level as Wings of Redemption and LTG. If he has to go there and brag about how much better he is and how they're copying him, when in reality, I don't think Wings of Redemption cares about Darkside Phil at all. I don't think he watches any of his videos. No. He couldn't even sit through. I don't know if you remember when I think it was June the King released a video on Wings, and DSP did like a react event and officially invited Wings to be there, but to be in chat and watching. So Wings just restreamed him, and at some point he was so bored that he just stopped doing it and left. Like he just couldn't handle it.
Now, there's a few, let's say, possibilities on why this is happening, okay? So one of them is, I think the lowest possibility is that this is a work from Keemstar. I think it's very low chance. I'll put it at 1%. Keemstar is setting something up here, okay? 1% chance of that. Now, all right? But there's a 99% chance, or I'll say 50% chance, I'm doing some forbidden math here, that DSP is just looking for attention. Then I will say there's a 49% chance that maybe DSP is trying to cause some beef of his own so he can do a mini lolcow live on his own show, right? I don't know what the answer is, but you could also be that he just wants people to think of him, just trying to get more attention on himself, I think is the real option here. Because what else are we doing this for? It's every night he finds a video to comment on this whole week, guys. Every single day he's finding a comment, a video to make a comment on. And he's done it for LTG as well. So let's go to LTG ones and see what you think about these. Not that one yet. That's going to get there. Here's a comment on an LTG video we did this week, this very same fucking week. Says I'm sexually obsessed with him, yet talks about nothing but my looks. When you talk that much instead of just a one-off joke, it's obvious you like them. Okay. He's made multiple jokes about Wings looks, let's say, and but okay, those are just, I guess that's different. There is a group of people who obsess over the looks of those of the same gender. They are called homosexuals. And he's still dodging me, even in clips where I never mention wanting to play Street Fighter, LOL. Okay.
Okay. This is
So,
it's such
yeah.
a bad it's such a bad clapback or a diss. It's so weak. I don't know. Like he called him gay, but it took him like 3 sentences to call him gay, and then he said he's dodging me in fighting games. Like, bro, you're in fucking troll video comments, asking for attention and clout chasing.
And I guess he's going here because if you go, like I said it many times, if you go to other, let's say, people that hate LTG, they go to LG. LG is like, let's call him the LTG memology or memology 101 or Duty Streams. I just saw us here. Big ups, Duty Streams. People are obviously, they hate LTG way worse than DSP. So when DSP drops a comment, sometimes he gets some positive response. Not much, but sometimes. Obviously, a lot of people are doing some funny stuff in the comments, making fun of DSP. But so maybe that's what he's after, right? Trying to find a few followers that'll join him in his crusade against LTG, I guess. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. How do you not see this as a failure, right? What is he hoping to get with this, I don't know.
I think he's trying to get like the Kino resurgence, but cutting out the middleman that was Kino Casino, because they would just tell their viewers, go watch Phil. Mm-hmm. So now he goes out on the streets, door to door, and just gets all the trolls on his channel himself by just making those comments.
I guess.
Because all of them get pinned. All of them, like you said, they get the attention of people that don't like LTG. Like you saw, the title of that video was kind of like a DSP troll video title where it was intentionally dissing him. So yeah, of course, that's the point, to diss him, ingratiate himself to the trolls of whoever lolcow he's dissing, and that's it, I guess.
So this is how LTG first responded was DSP said the following, I believe last Tuesday or something like that. Here we go.
Oh, so here's the thing. Someone just said, I thought I heard that LTG found up some nonsense on Kick. Oh no, he tried it, and then Kick, of course, immediately detected it and told him, dude, you just tried to scam us. Like, what's your problem? Now you owe us like thousands of dollars. So he's been streaming on Kick for like 2 months and hasn't made a penny, because he tried to scam them, and they immediately detected it and said, no, we paid you this money, but now you owe it back. You're actually streaming at a deficit.
DSP, of course, knows none of the details. LTG says that's all. Someone really donated it, but then the Kick is saying, and it doesn't matter, you have to pay back $8,000. I think he has like $1,800 left to get there, but DSP doesn't know the true story anyways. But yeah, here we go.
Told him,
imagine though, real quick, how angry DSP would get if LTG went and watched a Duty video and then started talking about stuff that he saw in the Duty video.
I know,
because like we saw in the DMs yesterday. Oh, you guys only know me from the troll videos. Well, how do you know him, Darkside Phil?
Yeah, you watching those streams? Yeah, you watching those? All he watches is the troll videos. Remember that? Yeah, remember Kino Casino just make fun of me because they just watch the troll videos. So what are you doing about LTG then? You watching all the context? Anyways.
Stream for us now because we overpaid you because you cheated. And if you don't, we're going to sue you. So he has to... Now he's a fucking slave. I mean, what kind of an idiot? He's actually a slave to Kick. Isn't that?
So that comment is not a racist comment, guys. It's funny, but it's not a racist comment. But LTG responded to that, and it wasn't his best felting for sure. But he
I'll
did
tell
have
you
some.
What though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Please. Again, lack of self-awareness on DSP's part. Not surprising at all. Because my idea of slavery is different to the Americans' idea of slavery. Because you guys think of something else related to your history, and I think of something else related to my history. But a white American calling a black American a slave in any kind of context is going to be seen as racist.
Exactly. It's not. You shouldn't do it. It's one of those things like you just don't do it. But yeah. So there's a few funny moments in here. Let's go.
He gets mass reported over there. Emerald flags it.
Okay, he's explaining his situation, how it went here. So obviously some
corners.
Oh, this is funny. I want to hear DSP. LTG explains DSP's corners.
The fuck are these talking about? I'm in the high 7s, you broke ass. This guy's an idiot.
Immediately detected it and said, no, we paid you this money, but now you owe it back. You're actually streaming at a deficit.
So he's watching the same clip.
Bro, look at this dude's corners.
I'm gay. It's just that simple.
The corners.
His corners are Redondo Beach. If you know what that means. If I'm him, I'm wearing a fedora at all times. If I'm him, I'm wearing a fucking hat at all times. There's no way in the fuck I'd show my head with these corners.
Corners.
This is insane. The hair is gone. You're on Jack Nicholson. Let it go. And I'm still tripping out over the fucking random Hawaiian shirts with the undershirt under it. See, us real men, we could wear these Hawaiian shirts and have muscles up under it. We're not wearing t-shirts under Hawaiian shirts. What is this Weekend at Bernie's style that he still happens to have? Like, what is this shit? He just wakes up, says, you know what, I think I'm going to wear this Hawaiian shirt today. Throws a black tee under it, slicks his hair back like Jack Nicholson and says, fuck it, let's do it.
Basically told him, you're forced to.
So that's what DSP responded to right there.
This is, by the way, a very DSP-like response. When you're watching a clip of somebody dissing you and you completely ignore and deflect all the disses in the clip and you focus on something completely superficial.
Yes, yes. Corners. Big Dog says, chair squeak for 100, Alex. Okay, you prefer the chair squeak. Big ups. Juddercut says, Super Street Junkie Turbo Fentanyl Edition. Okay, that sounds fun. Big ups, Juddercuts. Faradox says he thinks two black guys didn't earn anything and are greedy grifters that blackmailed an alleged PDF into doing work for them. Also, his views on Japan. I mean, yeah, he has a different, let's say, view on the world for sure. We do got some comments about Japan coming later too. Big Beppo says this sounds like drunk gay tweets. I mean, it's 2:30 in the morning. You know he's been drinking. You know he's pulling, and he thinks he has some fucking burn. And he says like, "I'll pay someone to fix his shit." He had to get Andy Worski to set up Discord for him. Who's gonna pay DSP to set up shit for him? He can't set up Discord, guys. He's pay someone to set up my shit. All his shit doesn't work. How many technical problems do we have every week? He starts an hour late half the time. Sorry, guys, some technical problems. Yeah, Wings, pay me to set it up. Okay.
Pretty much every interview he did had technical issues in it. The June the King one, you couldn't hear him. The Tolomeo one, I think, had technical issues. The Craig one definitely had technical issues. Keemstar had technical issues.
Yes.
Each one that he himself hosted was scuffed and fucked up beyond repair.
Yes. Remember the June
Also
the King? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Remember that? That was the best. Hello?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, go ahead.
On the Japan thing, I'm pretty excited to talk about that because I'm 99% sure he's completely full of shit, and I actually am lucky enough to talk to someone who actually knows a thing or two about Japan. So we get to find that out.
Okay,
later
let's finish the LTG first, but then we'll get right into that. Okay, so there is some more LTG to get through here. Duty Streams in the house says Phil continues the LTG story by claim Kick will sue him. So by Phil's logic, PayPal should sue him for years of negative balances due to chargebacks. I mean, I don't know the details of all that. I don't want to get in the weeds, but you know, I guess. And also, it's interesting that DSP says fuck, what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. God damn it. I'll think of it in a second. No old comments,
Burger.
yeah. I see Yamamoto in the house, though. Put some claws on. That'll get me to think about it. He said, fuck, what was it? Oh, yeah. He told everyone exactly the problem that how Wings got in trouble because someone else apparently was gifting all the subs from a different currency. So, like, I'm just saying that's not the smartest move when you have a million trolls yourself, right? To say like how someone trolled LTG into something. You know what I'm saying? It's just a stupid thing to do. Joe Dub says, Chatham said it best, this is rich coming from Phil. Oh yeah, this is rich coming from you, Phil, honestly. Okay, so let's go through. Yesterday, LTG was brought up in a very big way. And here we go.
Archmage says, did you hear that LTG spent an hour obsessing over your physique? Yes, I mean,
An
that's
hour?
what homosexuals do. They
An hour. It was 15 minutes.
obsess over the physical looks of the same gender.
Yes.
Still, 15 minutes.
Yes.
I just want to say real quick, I think LTG should have just said nothing.
I agree.
I know people probably baited him by saying, this guy called you a slave, you need to cook him. But this feud was best one-sided. So this guy would go around in comment sections, cry about it on Twitter, and just seethe. And now he's being validated, and he's gonna keep doing this shit.
Yes, I agree. If you respond to trolls, the trolls win. That's as simple as that. So when DSP is trolling LTG, the way for LTG to win is to say nothing. I know that's hard, though, when his whole chat's probably saying it, like, oh, he caught you slave, man. Come on, you gotta take it like a bitch. But if he just stays quiet, it makes DSP look worse and worse and worse and more unhinged. So the play is to not respond at all, but all right.
I mean, you're seeing a pattern here, right? You're starting to see a pattern here. I got guys trying to invite me to pay my way to fly me to Florida to hang out with them at a bar.
Okay, he's talking about Triple P there, trying to hang out with his friends.
Now I got a guy who just talks about my looks for an hour on his stream. You see the running pattern here, right? Alrighty then.
Yeah, he offered. Remember, thank you for pointing that out. He offered Kat a room as well. They would fly Kat in at the same time, but go ahead. Everyone's gay except DSP, I guess.
Tyrone sperm.
The best part is about that is that he was on a stream and all people wanted him to do was watch the clip of me from Monday night's Truck Sim where I was talking about how he tried to scam Kick. Kick caught his scam and said, well, we paid you all that money you scammed us out of. Now you owe it to us. So he has to work for Kick for months and earn no money. He's basically paying back money he stole. And as long as he does that, they will not prosecute him. So that's what he's doing right now. So that's the only clip. People say, oh, here's a clip. React to it. He starts reacting to it. Immediately, he starts talking about my hair, my looks. Everyone's like, what? No, we wanted you to react to the part about the Kick scam.
No one is saying that at all, okay? Yeah. I want to reiterate that. His chat is... Who in LTG's chat would say, no, we want you to respond to that, LTG? Please. Come on.
They the same way that they would do to DSP. But in this case, when he's talking about it, this is what he wanted him to do. Because Phil watched that clip, and he was like, oh, I hope he responds to my criticism. And then he just got called Burt Reynolds and whatever the other shit was. Jack Nicholson.
And because he said like he's reading comments from LTG Detractor channel. No one's talking about DSP here, guys. Except out of DSC's comment, it's all about LTG shit. He talks about men like he's looking for a boyfriend. Okay, so that could say he's gay. Light tier God versus dark skin Phil is the gift that keeps on giving. DSP's voice alone is a pure bully magnet. I like that comment, sir. This is old man yaoi. There we go. Portapog with 100 gift or whatever. The Goku and Vegeta of the LOL Count universe is back. There's not a lot of support for DSP in here, guys. A fella of my stature, what stature Dale? See people talking shit. Dark skin Phil getting mad at his white counterpart. Unk roasting hairlines like he's not taking meds for baldness. Why does he love fantasizing about another man fantasizing about him? See, so a lot of people, are talking about that. A fellow lolcow called me out on me taking yet another L. Now I'm going to go off for half an hour about his face and physique. Oh, there you go. Okay. So he did find this comment, I guess. This is one comment that is saying what DSP said. So we found one. Okay. But okay. Anyways, DSP framed it as everyone saying that when, as I showed you, that's not the case. But go ahead.
Say, oh, here's a clip. React to it. He starts reacting to it. Immediately, he starts talking about my hair, my looks. Everyone's like, what? No, we wanted you to react to the part about the Kick scam. That he says,
Burnell, I guess it's because your appearance is otherworldly.
Secret, and when he then addresses it, he apparently changes his story from his original story of what he told like a month ago about it. So everyone's now like, yeah, he's lying for sure because he's telling two different stories already. So obviously this is not correct. And really what's happened is he's tried to scam Kick. Kick caught him. And now he owes like $8,000 to Kick, and he has to stream for free on Kick, and any revenue he makes is going to this deficit that he owes them. Okay? So anyway, yeah.
But come on, man. Yeah. I'm like, in this is funny to me, right? LTG pulling these like low-level scams, getting caught, LTG being a deadbeat, hiding a child, all this shit. LTG is hilarious. He's a great lolcow. But listening to DSP criticize him, Dark Side Phil. Because immediately I start thinking, like, DSP, you committed bankruptcy fraud, buddy. Yes. You committed tax fraud, buddy. You were essentially having a second life, a secret life as a gacha player for like almost 10 years and hiding that from the public. Come on, man. Who the fuck are you to say that?
That's what I really think he just wants to the world to agree he's above those other lolcows. That's the only thing we're after, I think. It's like, oh, I'm in shape now too, guys. Come over and check me out. I'm a whole different person. But it's like you can't run from your past that far, man.
To that clip, and he just starts
talking. And even if it works, it's like, sure, like you're the nicest guy in prison. You're
cool.
the brightest kid in special needs class. Like, great job, Phil. You're the best at the worst.
You're the coolest lol cow there is. Very cool.
Yeah, he basically is reacting to that clip, and he just starts talking about everything about how I look.
Yeah.
I look disgusting.
Oh, look at me. Oh my God. What the fuck?
And everyone is like, what the fuck is like? What is going on with this guy? He is so obsessed with
Who
dudes'
said that?
looks, it
Remember,
makes
I showed
no
you the
sense at all.
comments, guys.
0. Then he starts talking about playing me in Street Fighter. The clip had nothing to do with Street Fighter. And he's like, oh, now he has to pay me $50,000 to play me in Street Fighter. No one said anything about Street Fighter.
Okay.
So you see what I'm saying? Like,
No, I
this
don't.
guy is so crazy obsessed about shit. So, number one.
LTG is obsessed with DSP now. Remember, LTG has not said anything first from DSP. It is always DSP saying multiple things until finally someone gets LTG to say something. But okay, yes.
He knows he can never beat me in Street Fighter. Therefore, he tries
except
to
the
make
time he
impossible
did.
qualifications for me to play.
Except the time he did, the only recorded match between them. Go ahead.
Him ever, right? It gets worse. So first it was $5,000. Now it's $50,000. Now it's you got to do 2 bench presses of 315 pounds and 2 squats of 315 pounds. None of this has to do with Street Fighter whatsoever. Nor did I even bring up or challenge him in Street Fighter.
Except for when you promised to do that for the rest of time. Remember he said that? Every year I'm going to do this.
Every year.
So, little bit weird here. Contradictions all over the place. Go ahead.
But this is what he all says on his stream. So everyone's just left with their jaw dropped. Like, what just happened? Like, he got ultra triggered because Phil just brought up this whole kick thing, this kick scam that he tried to pull. That's absolutely amazing. Like, he basically completely exposes himself publicly that he basically did it. Or else why would he act like that?
All right. Okay.
That's like
So anyway.
actual mental gymnastics. That's when he
Yes.
did the whole thing with Craig. Is the same thing. When he Craig self-felted and exposed himself when DSP interviewed him.
Yeah.
And then he was having victory laps by himself, how he destroyed this guy and
No one
exposed
knows
him
what he's
for the
talking
fraud
about.
He is.
Yeah, and I was like, what? Yeah, he self-felt. What? Okay, how did he self-felt himself? Or when Duty self-felted himself by showing him how much money he makes. Remember that? He literally titled the video, Duty self-felts himself. And the felting video was DSP showing him, Duty showing how much money he makes. I was like, can anyone tell me how that's a self-felt? Anybody, right? I don't know.
Yeah. He's gay. He's
Okay.
pretty gay.
Yeah.
That's like me, right? That's like me. I'm incredibly gay. I don't notice women. Or else why would he be acting like that about me? Listen. Dudes do not normally talk about dudes' looks at all.
Okay.
All right? LTG.
Yeah, they
is
talk
a
about
sexy
cocks and balls and farts. This guy for like a decade straight was talking about dicks and ass and guys fucking guys and naked guys, oiled up guys, sweaty guys, wet guys, guys with abs, fat guys, skinny guys, all kind of guys. This guy was talking about so many guys
And
that you would be convinced he's totally straight.
And shoving shit up his ass is like his main joke, right? That's the callback joke he does all the time. And speaking of gay, I do want to show this just because people might have forgotten. Andy should ask for 50 subs to take off his shirt and show his shredded body. LOL. How would we categorize this, Philip?
Such a weird comment.
I don't know, man. How would we categorize this statement? I'll think about it.
Man, $30, he'll turn on his webcam. But I look up to LTG and I idolize him as a paragon of what
Okay, this
a
is old
male
clips, by the way.
should embody, what a true male should embody. You may not realize is I'm the person who gives him.
Okay, I'm
there's
skipping.
two exceptions. If
There
a
we
guy
go.
looks completely flamboyantly weird, he'll bring it. Oh man, that guy looks kind of weird, right?
Okay.
Or if it's like a running joke, like I have a running joke about John Stamos. It's always been a running joke. I think I brought that up since the beginning.
I didn't know that. You know what he's saying? Because the detractors always make fun of him for bringing up John Stamos. So he has to say, oh, no, that's a running joke. Oh, that's a joke. Okay, that's not gay then. No, yeah, definitely.
Beginning of my Days Begin content, that John Stamos is the guy, the hot guy, right? Like that's the stereotypical hot guy that I bring up in my content. It's a joke. He
was
gay!
like 40 years ago.
Great reference, King.
I'm incredibly. It's not real. It's just something that I bring up every once in a while.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
This guy seriously brings up dude looks all the time. Like it's like every chance he gets.
How much content you watching?
Looks like what does he call him? I don't even know what this means. This may be racially offensive or something. He calls him a squeegee. I don't know.
He calls DSP a squeegee. It's just a derogatory term. He calls you a squeegee and a biscuit.
What that means. So if that's offensive, I apologize. I have no idea what that statement actually means. But he says this. He's like, oh, they're squeegees. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. But then he immediately will go on a giant tirade about looks, about the guy doesn't work out. That's another thing he said. He actually said, just listen to this. This is a good one.
Oh, please.
I have stage fright walking into a gym.
Here we go.
No, I have money so I can buy weights for my own home. I don't have to go to a gym.
I'm the one.
Like literally, what is a gym membership? $20 a month, something like that. So in a year, what's that? $240. I spent more than $240 just on the weights. All right, I have money.
Yeah,
so
like literally, you said you spent $300 on weights. Good job, King.
I can actually exercise from the comfort of my own home.
Well, no, you can't actually because there's not enough room. As DSP said himself, he doesn't have enough room to do flies.
Which is better than going.
This guy he's so sad. He's that kind of a person where his whole life he craves for a crumb of power, any semblance of power and money that he has. And the moment he has it, you need to know that he has it. He needs to put it in your face.
Yes.
Even if it's fake as fuck, even if he's barely getting by, even if he has to beg to get that money, he needs you to know that he has more money than you.
Yes. And it's ridiculous to say that you can't. I mean, it takes a lot of money that DSP does not have by his own admission to make a gym at your home that is comparable to a real gym. I mean, that's just a fact. There's way more shit you could do. They got 1,000 machines there. At your home, you could do a fucking lot, but you can't do everything. So some people prefer that.
Going to the gym.
Yeah.
Right? You go to the gym if you're poor.
That's not true. If you go to the gym, if you're poor, you work out from home like anyone could do without any money. I mean, that's the fact. Right? Working out is free. It absolutely is.
Yes.
But if
there's many people working out in like public parks where they have exercise machines.
But DSP he needed the new influx of money to be able to work out thanks to you guys. Definitely.
If you need to do
and he only started working out because of the damage that he took to his narcissistic ego from low tier God himself.
Yes.
He only started working out for this. The same way he only started caring about his background of his stream when Keemstar called him level 1. Same way he started upgrading stuff when Kino Casino criticized him and made fun of how shitty his stream was. It's always a result of somebody shitting on him and making fun of him. It's never for himself. It's never out of passion. It's never out of sincere desire to improve and be better as a person and a content creator. Is always out of spite. And like this, no one really ever succeeds.
Yep.
You're never fulfilled with yourself if you don't do it for yourself.
That's why it's not this whole working out arc is going to die off. As you saw, he already took a week off because he hyperextended his elbow or something from carrying trash or something. It's going to end because when you don't have your main goal is not just improving yourself. I mean, some people can hold on to that for a while, but I think most people can't. Like, your main goal has to be I want to do it for myself. And that is absolutely not why DSP is doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, doing something to get over on these people, prove people wrong. Now, maybe he can carry that for a while.
And then flexing.
Yeah, well, God, yeah, we got to show flexing. Don't worry. Bob Starsky, good question, says, LTG should just talk about Kat instead of Phil. What would Phil's coat be then? That'd be easy, Bob Starsky. Easy. He'll say, see, and then he has to bring up wives and shit, family members and stuff, because he can't talk to me directly. That's what he'd say. I guarantee it. And he'd try to
And then he would say, I have a wife and you don't have a wife.
Yes.
Because, this really is two pigs in the mud getting mud all over each other. That's what it is. This is what the lolcow fights usually are, because both of the people involved have skeletons in their closet. They're all covered in mud. They're all shitty villagers on the town square. Everybody throws tomatoes at him, and then they just get in a fight like two homeless people arguing who is less homeless.
Yes, that's literally what we're doing now. Is fighting over who's cooler about working out, right? And like, I don't know why DSP is going after LTG about this. Clearly, LTG is someone that does enjoy working out and does that. I'm not saying he's some kind of Adonis guy. Everyone says like he's small calves and shit. Like, I know, but still, he's taking care of his body better than DSP is. Is he trying to get better than LTG, in better shape than LTG someday or something? Is that what he's trying to do? I mean, you got a long path to get there, you know? Iwamoto says only one of them exposed himself on stream even. Yes, only one of them has exposed themselves for sure. XJS says DSP is a regard, no doubt, 44-year-old. Mickey Thor says,
and I don't want it to come across like we like low tier God. He fucking sucks.
Yes, he does. I want to say that every time.
DSP's whole involvement in this beef is so fucking stupid and pathetic and desperate that he can make a person like low tier God look good. He can elevate a person like that. It's like in wrestling when you have a guy who's really good at jobbing, to the point where he can make even the shittiest wrestler on your roster look good in a match where he just jobs and does the bare minimum. This is the same thing, just the same way that he made Review Tech USA look good on the King Snake stream. He made Wings of Redemption look good when Wings didn't respond to his DMs and DSP was crying to him. Yes. He's just that type of guy. He has the X factor to elevate bums.
Yeah, he makes you like you instantly go on their side because DSP does the worst like interactions with them. It's like, all right, cool, man. I kind of thinking about them. They're kind of cool, man. Like, how do you give Review Tech USA the win? You know, that's hard. But DSP's done it multiple times, giving Review Tech USA legit W's with both the DMs, screaming into the void with the DMs. And then also at the snake eating one. It's like incredible. Anyways, this is a good name. US DOJ Bankruptcy Fraud Division in the house. Darziak had to help DSP set up OBS. He even preset every setting, and Phil didn't even know how to replace Darziak's stream key with his. He's a moron. Correct.
Come on.
He changed the color of sources. Darziak did that for DSP, and DSP, when he switched back out of like Darziak's thing, he's like, well, these don't have colors anymore, huh? What happened with my colors? It's like, yeah, please, Wings, pay. Where's my colors? Tony T in the house says he's really being nasty towards LGBTQ ally side Phil. Well, you know, don't worry. When the pendulum, as he says, goes somewhere else, he'll be jumping right on that pendulum. He does. He jumps on wherever the pendulum swings. KB Martin says, all right, boys, prepare.
Like,
go ahead.
That's the thing. I don't see him calling LTG gay or Triple P gay as some kind of an insult. It's more of like, I don't know what he's trying to do. It's not an explicit insult. It's kind of like implying that it's supposed to be insulting them.
I think it's like middle school when that was an insult, guys. I'm going to be honest. And back in the day, that was an insult that we just threw around, and it wasn't bad. I'm just being honest. It wasn't bad. Cancel me now if you want to.
I still
but it
do
was.
That. I'm still like, oh, this shit sucks. That's gay as fuck. And I said that about stuff that DSP's done. Like what he's doing right now is gay as fuck, in my opinion. I would classify it as that.
But DSP is doing it like a real like that. No, it's not like that. Like it's bad. It's like no, being gay is bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad. That's what he's kind of saying. But does he understand that's what he's saying? Like, it's, you know? Anyways, I don't know. Kiwi Merchant says, all right, boys, prepare the slate. Okay, I got you, Kiwi Merchant. Mickey Thor, with a great point, says, this whole arc is just because of moobs. And I really think you're right on that. Because the moobs was the kickoff point. And then more people started making fun of the moves, all that. LTG made fun of his looks, and now we got to get rid of the moves. And that's why we started. He literally changed his wardrobe, both because of LTG first, and then he did the undershirt, Hawaiian shirt combo to hide the moves. That was all about the moves. That's why he did that, honestly.
Absolutely. It's almost demented, the extent to which trolls control his life, especially his stream.
Yes.
Because he had to explain the whole John Stamos thing just because the trolls are making fun of it. Not because it's this big meme that he does.
Yeah, none of his actual fans even know who John Stamos fucking is. It's just because it's a detractor meme now. But all right, not done yet with the gym shit. Almost there.
Right? You go to the gym if you're poor. If you need to do the stupid discounted $15 a month gym membership, and then you jump on the machine that smells like shit that everyone else exercised on, then you work out at the gym, right? Or if maybe if the gym is on the way home from your work, right? You have a commute and you're commuting back home and the gym's on the way. All right, this makes more sense for me to just stop and exercise on the way home. Okay. But if you can afford a home gym, why would you not build your own home gym?
Reminder, home gym for DSP is 2 dumbbells and a flat bench. That is qualifies as a home gym, but it is not even close to what a gym can provide. But go ahead.
Also,
please,
very, very Burnellian to completely ignore the social aspect of going to the gym. Because I have friends that go to the gym together. I myself, I don't go to the gym, obviously, as everybody knows. I'm drinking beer right now. Fuck that. I'm a degenerate.
Very twinky.
But people go to the gym together to work out together, to hang out. Some people go there to meet girls, and girls go there to meet guys. It's like a social thing. So yes, if you're just looking to work out, sure, you can do that at home. There's plenty of ways you can do that. But he's completely ignoring that element.
Yes.
And of course, I mean, is it even worth pointing out? He just said going to the gym is for poor people. That's like, an insane thing.
That's an insane statement that is only someone that doesn't understand anything about the world would say. And well, makes sense because he said his biceps hurt while pointing to the back of his arm. So this makes sense. He also said he's working out some muscle groups like legs, back, and traps. So, you can understand where his understanding is on this case.
Spoiler alert, my dad used to be an
Which is
actual...
fine. That's fine. But don't go on lectures about it. Don't tell people about it like you're some sort of a professional. Don't flex on it while looking at yourself in OBS, because that shit is just corny.
Oh, mama.
And it makes it look like you're doing it for everybody else, not just for you.
He cannot resist. Okay, we'll get there. Hold on. He's almost done this shit.
Tried to bodybuild. Now, he never went anywhere with it, but he was building up a weightlifter-style body because he actually worked at a shipping company, okay? And so he wanted to have muscles to use it as work. And he had a home gym. He's like, I want to go to the gym with everyone else working out. I want to be able to use my workout stuff whenever I want to. Okay. So why would you not want that? Why would you want to go to the gym? That's insane. Like LTG actually thinks I'm afraid to exercise in front of other people. No, I'm not. I just don't want to give my detractors ammo because how fucked up they are, which is something he would understand too.
So he is actually scared.
Afraid.
Yes. So he is very afraid. Okay, perfect. Okay, LTG nailed on that one. Okay, cool. Good.
But, why am I going to do it in public when I can easily do it at home?
Good job, LTG. You nailed it.
And get the same exact workout. The other thing is, this is hilarious. He actually thinks I'm broke because he says my camera quality is bad. Does my camera quality look bad? You can see the fucking wrinkle lines on my forehead. You can see all the detail in my face and my beard. He says, why does he have a low definition camera? I don't. Hey, LTG, I don't. You're an idiot who watches detractor clips. The detractors rip my shit.
Oh, similar to how DSP takes in his LTG content. Detractor clips. Pretty cool.
At low quality.
Does LTG cloud chase in the comments of memology videos? Have we seen that? I don't think we have.
No. Please, if someone has it, send us the comments. Yeah.
And you're so incredibly fucking stupid. You actually think you're watching my raw video at high quality. I stream at 1440p. I'm higher quality than most people who stream right now.
Oh my God.
Your camera actually looks way worse than mine because I've seen your raw quality and it's ass.
Have you? By the way, I do have to say, as the arbiter of truth, this is a photoshopped image. We did prove that on the show a while ago. Someone did say it's not very photoshopped, but it is a little bit photoshopped. The hairline is photoshopped, but that's it. But yes,
it's so slightly photoshopped that you start to think, why would you even bother photoshopping this? Because it makes no difference, really.
Okay.
It can't be. There's no way.
He also made fun of my setup back here. He made fun of the setup and he goes, what's all that shit behind him? Like, you want to know what this is called? It's called a set because I have a studio that I broadcast from to make entertaining content for my audience.
Look at
you want
this.
To know what he broadcasts from? It looks like the spare bedroom at his grandma's house.
And he says, there's the best part.
Just to show you what he's talking about. I'm not defending LTG in any way. This is LTG setup. Looks like a fucking room. That's what it looks like. But yep, this sucks, I guess. Okay, anyways.
He says, I'm broke. You know what he said? He said, there's no way that he could even make What did he say? Like $5,000 all year on Kick? This guy literally lives in an alternate fucking reality. Should I really tell him? Should I tell him how much? See, because here's the thing, and here's what LTG doesn't understand.
Yeah.
My contributions are real. So every time that you see someone drop some subs, drop some kicks, whatever it is, it's real. It's not like his 3,900 subs that he has on his screen that most are fake. It's all things he gifted himself, or they're fucking Argentinian or whatever the hell. They're all fake. So the reason that the guy's a bum and he's broke and he's streaming from an empty room is because he has no money. The reason he has to go to the gym every day is he has no money to get a home gym. He has no money for anything. He's paying child support, and he's barely making by, scraping by.
That's like me, right?
He has no idea about that?
He owes $8,000 to Kick for the scam he pulled, so he's in debt there. He's trying to earn back. He's broke. And then he has the audacity to say to me that I don't make money. I make more money than LTG.
Okay.
What a shock, because my income is real.
He is better than another lol cow.
Yay!
Great job, Phil.
And does he even know if that's true or not?
Things that he'll never understand because his little pea-sized
It's easy to say, oh yeah, I make more money than him. Yeah, I do. I make more money than him. He doesn't know how much money LTG makes. But okay.
This fucker, if he took advantage of all the opportunities that he's ever had, he could have been comparing himself to people way above low tier God. But here he is, the little public masturbator e-beggar himself is comparing himself to LTG in Wings of Redemption and claiming that they're copying him and that they're jacking his style when his style is not even his style. He just takes whatever the fuck is in the bargain bin.
Yes, being above LTG and Wings is not a flex, but DSP wants to make sure the world knows it right now. So here we go. Let's go to, this goes on for a long time.
He has a far worse setup, a far worse set, way less money, way more debt. He's fucked. So, I'll call him Burt Reynolds and, say that he's ugly or whatever. Well, you know what? Maybe I am, but you know what? I'm way better off than that motherfucker. Because the truth is, I said this before and I'll say it again, LTG is the loud cow.
Maybe I am Burt Reynolds.
Loud cow. Like, there are people who are loud cows, but what they do is when they want to have a good day, they turn on an LTG stream, or not even, they turn on an LTG detractor video, and they have a good laugh. They say,
that is what DSP is doing himself. Hold on, I gotta hear this.
Yeah.
He is confirmed
when you want to have a
that.
good day.
Yeah, what?
To have a good day, they turn on and have loud cows, but what they do is when they want to have a good day, they turn on an LTG stream, or not even, they turn on an LTG detractor video, and they have a good laugh. They say, hey, my life's fucked up, but at least I ain't this fucking loser. Like,
is that what you're doing here? That's what he's doing here, I guess? Interesting. All right.
Holy shit, dude.
Now, that's going to be clipped to high heaven.
Yeah.
That's going to be sent to him. I can't wait to see the next react he does.
See, like he's loving this. Like, I think this is really what he wants. Now, LTG really the play is to not respond, but
because we doesn't understand. This is comedy gold to me too. I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think there's another angle to this that maybe is unintentional from his side, but maybe it is intentional, which is to glaze the LTG trolls so much that they fight his trolls. So there's like a troll war.
Oh.
And his trolls then are exposed and eradicated.
Yeah, maybe.
The last 2 days, all of LTG's detractor videos were me in the thumbnail either flexing.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Double size arms.
This, or my O face, and LTG reacting, crying and screaming.
But that's like, it's so insane. I've actually never thought I would see shit like this from Darkside Phil.
I know.
I never thought I would see this shit from him, because this is exactly what happens to him. In the duty thumbnails, this thumbnail, the thing you're watching right now, the thumbnail for this is DSP flexing and looking very descriptive and intentionally made to look bad, which is what he just described the LTG thumbnail being. Come on, buddy.
It's
You're just a part of the problem.
He really doesn't know what he's doing, I guess. He doesn't know what he's saying. Other lolcows go to detractor videos of LTG to have a good day. That's what you're doing this whole week then? Looking at Wings troll videos to feel better about yourself? That's a rough place to be.
You're having bad days, Phil? I thought you were successful and happy.
That's a rough place to be, man. You got to go to make yourself feel better. Instead of hanging out with your family, as he calls it, he goes to LTG troll videos. All right.
And the thing is, you know what? The regular people, they would watch us and be like, okay, so that's what's up with Phil. I'm going to move on. They're going to watch an LTG video being like, okay, that's what's up with LTG. I'm going to move on. This guy is personally invested in relationships with those people. And he's looking to advance those relationships and cause more drama and more shit. So he's a lot worse than people watching those videos, including videos about him.
Yeah, yeah. Good point. To put a bow on this LTG stuff, so DSP last night forgot he left the camera on. Put it that way. He left the camera on. He forgot to turn off the camera, and he did Raw Phil saved it. But this is what he forgot his kick camera was on, and just did his normal thing of quick pull, getting ready. This is him in his natural state. Talking to himself.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 2nd of October, 2025. For the second day of the month, it was a pretty interesting and eventful one.
Let's see when he realizes it.
To be had, lots of progress.
Let's see.
Reflect the heat back. So, 80. God, I'm just trying to stay cool. I can't. First of all, great progress. We ended up beating.
Okay, we're going to show you food flexes here, but here's one here. So he puts his arm across and then squeezes his fist as hard as he can. Watch this.
And it goes up to 80. I'm like, oh.
Watch.
So just so you know, if you watch Silver's song today.
He looks at himself and sees his arm, okay? Watch this. He sees his arm.
First of all,
flex and throw.
We ended up beating, let's see here. The rest of the deep docks that had all the secret to the gourmand.
When does he notice that it's his camera's on? He
really
does notice.
Eventful.
He does notice it here.
3+ hour.
He just notices his camera's
stream.
on.
Okay.
Oh, he just noticed it. There, and then he just turned it off. So, did he say anything after that? No, he didn't. He just realized it was still on. So, unfortunately, we're not done the LTG stuff here because in the real Daily Wrap, he does talk about LTG again.
So I'm happy for that. Okay.
Here we go.
All right, then tonight on the late stream. So we started off with our little hangout session where we kind of do a build-up, and people started asking me about LTG. So I talked a little bit about LTG for like 20 minutes, and then we started with
20 minutes.
But of course, because I talked about LTG, that will be clipped. That will be shared all over the internet. That'll be the highlight you will see for my detractors. That's going to be the highlight that you're going to see he sent to LTG, and he'll be reacting to, and that's going to now become his detractors content. It's going to be crazy. All right.
See, like he's hoping for I don't know what he's hoping to get going here, but
record it.
Anyways,
so you're not going to see it in my content because it was just a little build-up. It's not a big deal, but everyone's going to make a big deal about it. So if you're wondering why is everyone saying Phil talked about,
come
LTG,
on, man,
I know. I didn't make a video on it.
Come on, dude.
You did make a video about it, but you talked about it. Same fucking thing. Anyways,
it was on the stream, but I didn't bother recording it. It was just time killer. Okay.
Time killer.
So anyway, after the intro, basically crapping on LTG for being a jerk to me, then we started.
Why was he being a jerk to you, I wonder?
Playing Silent Hill F. 2 hours, okay? And the good news is...
All right, we're not getting into that, but there you go. So that's for now is the ending of the LTG shit. Nothing after that. We'll see how it goes, I guess. We'll see what happens now.
It really irritates me with DSP and people with like DSP, where he here intentionally went out of his way to downplay his participation in this conflict.
Yes.
And to make it look like LTG is so unhinged. And LTG is actually the one going out of his way to make fun of Phil, but to Phil, this doesn't matter at all.
And what does that mean? I didn't make a video on it. You were streaming live, talking shit about LTG, so yes, you did make a video about it. Doesn't matter what you call it, but yeah,
yes.
It's not. Oh, I didn't make a video about it, so I don't even care. Joke's on you guys. I don't even care about LTG. Okay, definitely. Just when you thought okay, here about this. Phil is now obviously doing the pre-stream. I'm gonna cut to the live pre-stream. Let's see if we're begging or not. Here we go. I'm gonna push live. Here we go. Live check-in. Go.
Game Pass changes. All those discounts disappeared from Game Pass.
DSP news
so now
stuff.
All DLCs are full price.
Boring. Okay, back to it. I'll check again later. We're going to go to Philip has begged for many reasons. How about begging for one of his, let's say, most special members of chat?
Jade says he wants to pick the next shot. You can pick the next shot, Jade. We need to get to it. We need to get to 400. Guys, how about this? Jade wants to select the next shot that I take. Get us to 400 right now. Let's let Jade select the next shot. Let's go.
Do it for Jade. He earned this. Pay money for him. Come on. You can do it. Okay.
I'm glad that the Jade now matters, even though he didn't matter when it was his birthday and he wanted to play DSP and Street Fighter when DSP was doing the Street Fighter public access lobbies.
Yep.
But now Jade really matters because DSP can use him to make money, which is great.
Yep.
We love Jade now.
We love Jade because we could use him to beg for more money. Big ups, Jade. Thanks for being a tool, just like Kat is, actually. Miguel says, Phil wouldn't dare go to a gym even if he was paid. Yes, that is right. LTG said he was too scared. And what did DSP say? Yes, I am too scared. So cool. Pandas and cats and birds, oh my. LTG should just talk about his pecs when his chat brings up Phil. Like read a question about Phil, ignore it, and go on a diatribe about his pecs. There we go. That would work. Digital Gangster says, Phil would love the new Young Thug song. Meerkat, you're our musical correspondent.
Yes. The new Young Thug song is called Ninja. And all you need to do is just listen to the last minute and you'll know what this person meant in their message.
Ups, Digital Gangster. Infamous KS says 2 days of down internet would put DSP into debt, and that is true. How successful can we be, DSP, when we flip out for an entire week about an internet update that put him out of commission for 24 hours? Anyways.
Yeah. Even though maybe it didn't even do that. Because you never know how big of an internet interruption he actually had. But I think, to me, the worst part was that he was treating it like it was a big deal, and he was trying to get money up front just in case something bad happens, which is something that he does all the time, even knowing that real danger is probably not going to happen, but he's just going to use that to make more money. It's very exploitative.
Here was something that happened in the middle of the week here. DSP explaining how he definitely does e-bag. So here we go. I'll speed it up a bit.
The only problems that anyone has with me right now is when they take stuff out of context from a stream and they're acting like, you see, so all Phil does all day is just ask for money. Except they ignore the fact that my streams are like, anywhere from 3 to 5, 6 hours long, and 99% of the stream is me playing a game or.
That's actually factually not true, as DSP Gout has shown. That's factually not true.
With the audience. Every once in a while, we bring it up. We do a big celebration when we hit a goal. Yes, I'll say, let's get some subs.
The problem actually is that the begging is so disproportionate to everything else that's supposed to be happening that it is a big problem.
It absolutely is a big problem. But no one's saying like, Phil, you improve your streams by cutting out the begging. No, we're just making fun of how much begging he actually does. Right, like this thing about how like people are trying to help me to improve and stop the begging. That's my big problem. No, it's just like people make fun of how much you beg. That's it.
I do that. Absolutely. That's not the end all be all of who I am, but they act like it is because that's what gives them their garbage content. You get it?
Yes.
But that's not true. I'm here to make content. If I never had to ask, I wouldn't. Every day, if I turned on a stream and we hit a support goal within the first 5 minutes, I would never ever bring it up. Literally not once. We're done. We're good. But ask and you shall receive. The more that you ask, you remind people support. That's how it works. That's why I'm here 17 years later as an independent, not shilling. Right? Not selling out, not changing everything I stand for, and having ads and fucking, stupid paid sponsors, and putting out big pop-ups on the screen. Click this link for the referral and get 10% off, blah, blah, blah. I don't do any of that shit. I don't have to.
Yeah.
Why?
But instead the advertisement is for himself. So it's still, like, you're still advertising a product. You're just advertising yourself. Which is kind of like, if you have a product that doesn't sell based on what kind of a product it is, to the point where you just need to constantly shove it in people's faces, it's a bad product.
Exactly. If no one gives you money for your product, unless you remind them you need money for your product, it's pretty bad, right? It's not, and it's streaming, I'm saying. If it's not a fucking thing on a shelf you can buy. It's a streamer. And usually streamers, they might mention it once, they might mention it twice, they might say, hey, we got a Patreon. But if you have to remind people every 5 minutes, what does that tell you, man? What does that tell you? Also, we didn't talk about it yet. His store is down. I don't think I have a clip for that yet, but I'll just tell you. His store is down, and DSP has admitted that it's because the bill wasn't being paid. And he did claim that it was being paid from the money he made. So, like, they had a deal where he would make money, they would take money he made from the sales and pay for it. Because it's not very expensive to have a Shopify store. I think it's something like $40 a year or something. So it's not a lot. But what that tells me is he wasn't selling enough to even pay for the bill, right? And that was it. It was almost it was an entire year of entire year. It was like almost literally a single year where he's had his website and then it went down, and so now it's down. He didn't pay for the year, and they said fuck off, and that's it. So, and the link is still up on all his channels, and he didn't sell enough to keep it going. So there we go. Big ups to the merch store.
I've actually seen more people with our merch than I've seen with Darkside Phil merch. I've probably seen like one person of all time to have like some sort of a Darkside Phil item.
And you might think about what kind of person they are, right? I think we saw like Vidar Viking with DSP merch before. I think that might be it actually. Vidar Viking with the merch.
People, the greatest.
Yeah, the best.
Presidents, prime ministers, like this kind of people, very high ranked.
Yeah.
And maybe they're just hiding that they're DSP fans. Maybe when a high-ranked official shows up to an important meeting, he's secretly wearing a DSP t-shirt underneath his suit.
You guys had a sad thought. You know how many people, Kino Casino fans, bought Philip merch during the King arc? Now they're looking at it.
I don't know about that. I don't know if they would.
When they every night Kino's making fun of DSP and they're thinking up their Philomania shirt. Damn, I shouldn't have bought that. Anyways, let's go.
And I do make ends meet through a way that some people would find offensive because yes, I do ask for contributions, but it also allows me to be who I am instead of being some kind of a sellout shill or an offensive loser. Because that's the truth. I could also be just a great offensive loser, just completely insulting people constantly and making garbage drama content, and I'd be successful.
Okay,
but he does. He tries to, and he's unsuccessful doing it.
We just played 20 minutes of him trying to make fun of LTG, but go ahead.
I don't want to do that. I'd rather do more positive content. So, but that's it. That's when you look at the stuff people say, it's either completely fabricated shit that's not true, or it's Phil asked for money too much.
Ooh, Soga says, have you seen the Triple P tweet yet? When I hear that, that means I have to check it. Soga, you will be banned if this is not hype, though. I'll tell you that right now. The power of the truth, right? Power of truth, the power of truth. Son of a bitch. The
power. I don't know.
I don't know his name. Power of truth. Oh, there he is. I got it. Power of the truth. Got him. Here we go. Is it lifetime contract on the line here? Okay. Contract given. Contract handed out. Here it is. It's worth it. I promise. This is from 47 minutes ago. Soga, you have a lifetime contract now to TBS. DSP detractors will want to tune in to tonight's Kino Casino at 8:30. We have quite the surprise for Phil. And that's all it says. I will remind everyone that they are doing a Halloween-style thing for the month for Kinoween, and that's all I'm going to say. I think you can, connect the dots here, can't you guys?
Oh, no. No.
I think you guys can connect the dots, can't you? Oh. I wonder how Phil will respond to that. So, okay, anyways, here we go.
That's it. It's not like back in the day where people had legit gripes, like Phil sucks at games and blames all the game devs and shit like that. It's not even true anymore.
He still does that.
Yeah.
He still does it.
I'm actually making great strides in Silksong, one of the hardest games I've ever played, Metroidvania style. Right? I beat all the difficult shit. I'm not bad at games anymore. I'm also not great at games. I'm more average. But I definitely don't suck as hard as I used to, and I don't sit here putting on a song and dance every day about, every game developer's a jerk or anything like I used to.
Okay. That's just, yes, he does. Okay, anyways, I'm not even going to comment on that. You know how much that's not true. Here we go. This was another cool, interesting revelation here.
And then I finally, over a year ago, fessed up to it. And that's that. Whatever money I make, I can spend on whatever I want. Tell you right now, I spend my money right now on some mobile games.
I mean, that was kind of surprising for me. I still spend money on mobile games.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, we know it's true, but, it's just to say it. Mobile games. Nice. Pretty cool, man. Nice. Good thing to keep those addictions satisfied. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to say goodbye to your addictions.
I absolutely support that. I support DSP spending as much money as humanly possible. Spend it, King. You don't need the savings. You don't need a retirement plan. You're going to stream until you die. And when you die, you better hope Kat died before you, because otherwise she's just not going to do very well. She can boot up a begging stream.
No, she's really going to have to sell that Down from the Rafters account.
Oh yeah, that one.
Then the Down for the Raptors account will be sold. You know what I mean?
Let's hope so.
Hopefully she can get 10 grand for it. He's spent enough. Christian C says DSP has never heard of Equinox or Lifetime Gym. No, he has not. Heard of Equinox or Lifetime? No, he hasn't. He said like gyms are $20. I mean, that's not true anymore. Gyms are normally 40 or 50. I think in my memory, but. Anyways, Mario Faker says, kick notifications and pop-ups sound good? I'll show it to you. I will show it to you right here. Listen to this new, you're going to love this. You are going to love this new sound effect. You ready?
100 or more. There you go. It's a guy kicking the shit out of something. 100 or more. There you go.
That's it. This was pretty cool. Pretty cool sound effect.
Yeah. I don't think this is a hot take. But I would rather watch somebody who has ads playing on their stream or a sponsored segment than this, because this is like the way DSP does it. It infects every fiber of his content to the point where sometimes if the tips are low, he's just gonna stop playing the game.
Yeah.
Where I would rather having some like sponsored segment, skipping it, getting it out of the way. Because I know that's how shit works in the current year of 2025. People get sponsored, people play ads. It's a part of YouTube and online content.
Yep.
But this shit isn't a part of online content. This is like the unicorn of streaming, and it's not for a good purpose. It's not good.
And he acts like it's like, and then whenever it plays, right? So you might have a sound effect when something comes in, donation or something. But then stream comes to a grinding halt. You hear that? There it is. Wow, creepy, huh? That's scary. Yeah. Okay, let's keep playing. That's amazing. XJS in the house is absolute lolcow cinema. Big up to XJS. NW News says we need 100 videos of people burning the merch. Oh, I don't know if there's 100 people that bought it. I think he'd still be going if there was 100 people that bought something.
Yeah.
Kaiser says, imagine selling so little you can't cover $40. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. It's like he probably hadn't sold anything for months, that means to me. I would think, right? Because if you just made a few sales, that's enough to pay. It's $40. But anyways, he let it go.
It's just like with everything he does, with everything he monetizes, as soon as the next thing comes, that first thing gets abandoned. And this is just the merch again, like it was with the Patreon, like it was with like the React stuff. As soon as we find something that is more low effort and potentially more profitable, we're just gonna do that until the end of time.
Yeah, like when the first initial burst of support drops, it's over. That's how it goes. So like,
yeah,
Patreon got a big support, so he cared about it for a while, but then it started going downhill, and then he's like, all right, fuck that. Then it's the merch the first time when he brought up, okay, yeah, cool, hype. Yeah, we got some new designs going. He talked about it every fucking day. That goes away. DSP reacts, right? That was hype.
Yeah.
Initial hype dies down. All right, fuck that shit, Iwamoto says, DSP merch, now that's a true bully magnet. Definitely. Don't wear that to school, everybody. ES says, if Phil goes first, Kat's going to make Jenna videos. I don't think so. By the way, unfollow Jenna on Twitter if you're following her now. You don't want to follow her anymore, guys. It's not looking good. Meerkat, do you still follow her? I do. I have to. I'm a content creator.
She blocked me years ago, and then she went through the humiliation fetish phase when she would DM me and ask me to make like music making fun of her.
Yes.
And I told her to find God. And since then, I haven't heard from her.
I recommend everyone unfollow. I'm a content creator, so I have to follow her. So I'll stay followed for you guys. But it's not cool anymore. It's not a good feeling. I think she needs to get help. Honestly, that's not a joke. She really does. Okay.
Now you make me want to check it out. What's going on? What was the?
She posted a video in which she was. How can I say this on YouTube? She was orally doing something. Or maybe simulated doing something where the back, a golf course has a front nine and a back nine. You know what I'm saying, Meerkat?
Yeah.
She was spending time in the back nine orally, if you know what I'm saying.
All right.
I didn't see it though, anonymous says. A lot of people are telling me. You guys see I watched it? I didn't watch it. A lot of people told me about
what
it.
the fuck? So I didn't know the actual username, so I just looked up Jenna Snow, and I just see some girls just sucking black cock. Like that's not the right thing.
That's not the right thing. That's not the right thing.
That's
not the right thing. Okay, so I tried to. I gave some advice to DSP to make his sounds a little bit less, as he would say, LTG or PPP style. Here's my idea.
Oh, Lord. We have these in the sex shop on the boulevard.
Well then, pretend you're on the boulevard and get hungry on my car.
Oh, sorry. That's cut off. It cut off. Okay, anyways, let's go. Next up, let's get to a few. Now, Meerkat, you're going to love this portion of the show. We're going to do some flexing, okay? Let's get some flexes. Come on.
It's a game for sissy teenagers and girls. Yes, I agree. Chronos is for big, manly men with big muscles that you flex when you play.
Oh, come
it's such a tough
on.
game. This game is for sissy girl.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. Okay, next.
Off my guns. As you know, I've been working out, and I wanted to have every opportunity to just show off my my big buff arms now that I have. I'm just gonna go ahead and flex whenever you want. I'll do a nice big flex on stream today for you. Okay. Please flex. I don't flex for free. I don't flex for free. Nope, absolutely not. You got to support the stream if you want that flex. I also wanted to show off my guns. As you know, I've been working out.
Okay, not done.
This is we're at the place where he's doing the thing he actually wants to do, but he knows he's gonna get criticized, so he's pretending like he's doing it ironically.
Yes.
Like he's in on the joke, but he's actually not, because this is what he wants to do. Like he wants to flex and look at himself in OBS.
Yes.
And fish for compliments.
I always bring it up, but I'm just being honest. I know some people have the same thing as me. When you first started working out, when you were a teenager, we did that. You looked in the mirror, you're like, holy shit, man, I'm hype, man. But it wasn't in OBS, and I wasn't 40 years old. I was 12.
Dude, you know? I have gone to the gym probably like 4 times in my life in an effort to like be this. And every single time I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, yeah, man, this fucking worked. Yeah, I'm gonna get ripped now.
But it's something you do in the privacy of your own home, or at least to yourself, and you're not on a stream fishing for people to talk about it. And the funniest thing is that he was doing this flexing for such a long time, no one noticed it, and then someone brought it up as a meme, and now we talk about it every fucking day. Because that's what we want to get credit for, because we think we're all cool. But again, talking about another person's looks is gay, but talking about your own workout schedule every day, that's not gay. That's cool, I guess, and very positive and meaningful. But here we go. We're not done. Here we go.
To a gym. Like literally, what is a gym membership? $20 a month, something like that. So in a year, what's that? $240.
Oh, here, this is still the poor
maybe,
people. We already saw that one. Okay, sorry about that. Here's another one.
Are working, right? Like,
Here
obviously the workouts are working, right? Like, obviously, look how much muscle mass I've put.
Oh, yeah, this is the best. This is the best.
The workouts are working, right? Like, obviously, look how much muscle mass I've put on. These arms used to have zero muscle on them, and now the muscle's back. I'm losing a ton of weight. My core is like rock hard now, which is great. So all these improvements, I'm not gonna let other people try to dump on me and all the work that I've done and the work that I'm gonna continue to do for quite a
God
while.
damn it, it won't pause. I'm refreshing. I gotta pause. Oh my god.
The core is rock hard right now.
My core is rock hard, brother. Hell yeah. Let me feel that core. Damn, that is rock hard, bro. Let me touch that again. How about your ass? That's rock hard too. Awesome.
What else is rock hard about you?
I bet I couldn't even fit my penis inside that ass. Let me see.
Obviously, look,
I think we should try it out.
Muscle mass I put on. These arms used to have zero muscle on them, and now the muscle's back. I'm losing a ton of weight. My core is like rock hard now, which is great. All these improvements, I'm not gonna let other people try to dump on me and all the work that I've done and the work that I'm gonna continue to do for quite a while. I can't wait to keep going for the next years and have myself.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
People are not dumping on him because he's putting hard work into getting the chiseled body. It's because of clips like these. This is so embarrassing for a middle-aged man to do. It's so humiliating. I can't believe he actually did that.
It would have been a very easy W for DSP to not say anything and then get in shape. And you know what? We'd be felted. Wow, DSP got in shape. We can't say he's a slob anymore. But instead, he took this route, which is making it the most cringe thing of all time by flexing into OBS and saying his core is rock hard. You know, that is the cringe way, dude.
Basically get back to the form that I was in my 20s, you know? So there's no point in sharing a workout when all people want to do is basically be toxic and negative about it. If you want to talk to me about the workout, I'll talk to you about it. That's fine. But I'm not going to share the actual physical activity of it. Obviously, the work.
Okay, we're not done. It's every single stream. There's so many examples.
Deal with the heart rate monitor. I wouldn't give a shit. But you know what would happen is immediately, again, anything to do with health, just the same reason I don't want to share like my workouts and stuff. Immediately, anyone who sees my heart rate, oh my God, his heart rate is that fast, it's that slow, it's that this, it's that, it's bad, it's good, it's bad for his age. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to get my health information.
Yeah, I don't want people trolling me on my heart rate
or whatever, but I'm not going to give anyone health information now that I'm in my mid-40s and then more toxic shit for the internet. No, you're not going to get that.
Yo, no, I can't. So his heart rate, the speed at which his heart is pumping, is now his health information that people can use to fucking dox him and fuck with his family.
Yeah, to protect his family. You can't share heart rate. You know that.
But again, how cucked is he? Because this is like a fun thing to do on stream, especially if you're somebody like if I got into fitness and I wanted to improve myself and I was a live streamer, I would do that shit because it's like a fun thing that would help people connect with me and it would help people connect with my hobbies. But instead, he just thinks about what the trolls are going to say. And the trolls just run his life yet again.
I'm paranoid, you fucking idiot. It's because
wait, he's talking to you, Meerkat. It's not because he's paranoid, you fucking idiot. Listen up. Listen up.
Not that I'm paranoid, you fucking idiot. It's because every single thing that I give the internet is used negatively. So why give more?
So
stop
you're
flexing. And I recommend stop flexing on camera when you're stretching.
What's the point? Again, if I was playing a horror stream and my heart rate was up, that's funny. But then immediately, oh, look at his blood pressure. Look at this. He's dying.
Hey, look at his blood pressure.
These fucking people are idiots. And the less you give them, the better life is. I know, because I'm in that situation. You're not, because you're a fucking idiot just trying to be like a fucking armchair quarterback on the internet. I live it every day.
He's talking to you.
And I know, don't give these people fuel. And then it works. I have a good life.
Why? Hold on. Why is this guy an idiot? When DSP admits that this guy has no way of knowing his particular situation, so of course he is ignorant to it. Why does that make him an idiot? He just doesn't know. He's just like an ignorant person.
Yeah, but he's an idiot. Faradox says the gay ALT soundboard is filling out nicely, guys. Oh, I'm sure there's good clips throughout the years. Come on, someone can find it. One Arm Bandito says, please, someone convince him to start wearing tank tops.
It might happen. Like we talked about in last week's episode, and I mentioned that I predict that this is exactly what's going to happen. People are going to start talking about fitness and health all the time, and he's going to talk about it more. So if people gas him up enough, he's going to do anything. All you need to do, like this guy, from everything that we've seen so far, he is so profoundly delusional. He is so beyond narcissistic that as long as you gas him up into believing something that is just bullshit and is going to embarrass him, he's just going to do it.
Yes.
He's going to do it. So he's going to wear a tank top. Why the fuck not? If you compliment his biceps and triceps and workouts enough, he's going to do it 100%.
I really think now we're gonna do our Halloween costume prediction in the future. That's not an official one, but I'm telling you right now, I really think his Halloween costume is gonna have something to do with working out or something with strength. Like I don't think he's not gonna have his shirt off, but it's gonna be something to do with being buff. Like it's gonna be a buff character is my guess. I haven't locked in my guess yet, but it's gonna be something like that.
I thought about Zangief.
Yeah, that could be.
But the guy is naked. So if DSP shows up and like actually Zangief outfit, that's going to break the internet. So I don't think he's gonna do that.
He-Man, a lot of people are saying, all right, we'll do our predictions show later. We'll give it a little bit of time. We'll see what the games are doing then too. That's important. Greed of the Green says, starts working out, has to buy V-neck shirts. Yeah, that exactly. Iwamoto says, remember when Nifsky doxed himself? What a loser. Nifsky must be someone that has heart monitor. I don't know who Nifsky is. We're not hip enough, Iwamoto. I'm not hip enough. Just bought a hat. Thanks for the ad. Big ups, Jatu. You're a legend. Okay, let's go to the last. Okay, so this is where he can't work. DSP is talking about why he can't work out. This is the last of our workout block, and then we'll get to Japan shit, and then we'll call it a day. Here we go. Just listen up.
Am I afraid of working out on stream? Afraid is not the word for it. There's two reasons why I'm not going to work out on stream.
Here we go.
Reason number one is because, quite frankly, people who want to watch other people work out like that are usually like attracted to the person. That's why you have all these simping people who throw money at people working out online and shit. And I don't want people simping in that way towards me. I'm a married man. I think that would be quite disturbing.
Oh, he wants them simping in a different way.
I don't understand that comment, by the way, but okay.
Number two, the other side of the equation is that no matter how well I work out, if I was doing everything absolutely perfectly and I was lifting good amount of weight and my form was great and all that was good, right? People would still say it's bad because that's the whole idea with these idiots online. It's never good enough no matter what you do. And I'm not going to have them saying dumb shit about my workouts. Obviously.
Yep.
If you've been through this so many times to the point where people do this with everything you do, isn't the message that you're supposed to understand is like, I'm just going to do whatever I want. And they're going to talk shit anyways.
I know.
So this is supposed to it's supposed to liberate him instead of confining him even more.
If you really are confident with yourself, you don't give a shit what other people think. DSP is saying very plainly and clearly, he gives a lot of shits about what everyone says about him. And that's the only thing that matters. They control his entire life. So here we go. Oh, come on.
It's bad because that's the whole idea with these idiots online. It's never good enough no matter what you do. And I'm not going to have them saying dumb shit about my workouts. Obviously, the workouts are working, right? Like, obviously, look how much muscle mass I've put on. These arms used to have zero muscle on them, and now the muscle's back. I'm losing a ton of weight. My core is like rock hard now, which is great. So all these improvements, I'm not going to let other people try to dump on me and all the work that I've done and the work that I'm going to continue to do for quite a while. I can't wait to keep going for the next, years and have myself basically get back to the form that I was in my 20s,
Okay. So I don't know what he's talking about in the 20s. I did show on Twitter this week. In the 20s is when he was eating breakfast sandwiches from fast food places every single day by his own admission. But yes, he was in great shape in his 20s.
Oh, there's no point.
Well, I mean, he wasn't fat, I guess, but I wouldn't call him fat right now.
Yeah, he's not fat now. It's just like, it's not like you're in shape just because like you're not fat, right? There's two different things.
Yeah.
Being in shape is not just not being fat.
When all people want to do is basically be toxic and negative about it. If you want to talk to me about the workout,
all right, we'll skip this part.
I'll talk to you, but they are coming.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Remember, this arm used to have nothing on it at all, right? And now it's actually got tone and everything, and I've got strength back. It's awesome,
I'm just going to leave
What
this
about
here.
his bad back, though? How can he work out with a bad back? Or I guess it's just not bad anymore.
It's not bad anymore. It's not an injury anymore.
But they are coming back. Remember, this arm used to have nothing on it at all. Right? And now it's actually got tone and everything, and I've got strength back. And it's awesome.
Again, I want to say, make it very clear. It is awesome to work out. Philip working out is a positive for his life, for everyone's life. But acting like you are now Arnold Schwarzenegger, flexing on camera with this shit, is what makes it lolcow behavior. Look at this arm. This is not an arm you flex on camera with hopes of getting praise,
The energy bar, the Quest energy bar, and that's it.
Not Phil's Swartzen.
No, that's absolutely true as well. The villain says after a certain age, when you hit your 40s, your level, all your levels drop, and it's harder to build muscle. It's true. It's absolutely true. It's like I said, if I actually hadn't worked out earlier in my life, I wouldn't have even gotten this muscle back as soon as I did. Like, it would have been hard to build muscle from scratch, but these muscles I just hadn't been using them for so long, but I got them back into shape.
Yeah, definitely.
Thankfully. It's
Thankfully.
easier for me because I'm someone who had muscle mass in his youth. Someone who never had it, good luck.
Good luck, man. As you can see, careful with these guns. Gotta be careful walking around with these puppies. Okay, this is a podcast, by the way. We'll get there. Hang on. We'll talk eventually. This is on Spotify, by the way,
stop
if you're
saying
interested.
stupid shit. I already said I'm not taking anything. I don't want to. I'm not. Again, I'm doing this for health. I'm doing this for longevity. And I'm doing it for strength so I can actually do things that I should be able to do as an adult male. I'm not doing it to become a giant, buff, roided idiot who then tries to pretend like he's hot shit on the internet and then talks down to other people who don't work out.
So I think that was a bro
you're doing that right now.
I think that was a direct at a bro side, or maybe Jaha. I don't know. People that are able to show themselves because they do work hard, not like DSP. I think that's what he's talking about, but I don't know.
I already said I'm not taking anything.
And it's like,
but DSP is acting like them too now. You know?
That's like this whole segment, all of these clips we watched must have been like 10 minutes at least worth of clips, and another 20 minutes that we didn't show. It's him bragging about how he's working out and what makes him better than people because he doesn't even have to go to the gym.
Yes.
So he found a way to make it about money and how he's more wealthy than those people that have to go to the gym, the poor people.
Oh, yeah, it could be about LTG too, yeah, because remember LTG's poor because he goes to the gym.
I'm doing this for health. I'm doing this.
Also, the guy who has no plans for the future talking about longevity is great.
He's worried about himself again only. Because when the streaming ends, good luck, Cat. Good luck, Cat. See what's in that bank account for a rainy day fund.
How heavy are the weights I use? They're heavy enough to get me a good workout and a good pump and to work my muscles well. And then when it feels like it's becoming too easy and there's not enough challenge, I increase the reps. But then if it feels like it's becoming even too easy, then I increase the weight. That's how heavy the weights are.
Okay. Nat felted him on that one. Look at this king. Start with 1 pound, go to 2. Now I'm up to 3. And we're just waiting for comments here.
For
I just find
compliments.
it hilarious that today, at the age of 43, I'm basically looking better than I did the entire time I've been making content on the internet.
A really cool thing to say about yourself, King.
Like, go back and watch my original videos when
So he was waiting this whole time for somebody to give him a compliment, and they didn't, so he just gave himself a compliment.
You just said it, yeah. The compliment wait timer ran out, so then you just say it yourself. It's a pretty cool move, actually.
I was younger, I looked like shit. I look like a big bloated fucking grape. I look like Violet from Willy Wonka when she ate the grape.
Okay, Violet from Willy Wonka. Is there anyone in that house that you could compare that to? I'm not going to say who. You can think about it in your own mind.
I look like a big bloated fucking grape. I look like Violet.
Is this a good thing to say, right? Is this a good thing to say when someone in your family that is literally your wife could be compared to that? Good point.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's the logic, though. So according to the DMs, and this is a spoiler, but people already know this.
Yeah.
So Kat is fat because of some sort of a disease or some sort of I don't know what it was, some condition, which makes her better than the people like Amber Lynn who are just fat because they just eat a lot.
But you know that's cope, dude. You know that's fucking cope. There is
I know.
I know.
But that's like the DSP reasoning. That's why it makes it okay for Kat being fat and him talking about people being fat and how disgusting they are when she's fat and she's not disgusting because she has an excuse for being fat.
Oh, right. Nick SF says, remember the floor thrust PPP made him do on camera? Oh, wait, that was supposed to be a push-up. Yeah. You can see he has great chest muscles working out here. Couldn't even do one push-up correctly, but we're working on it. Camping Dutchman says, I'm with you, LT, but the question is muscle shirt? I don't think so. I don't think he's confident enough to do that, honestly. I don't think so, but I mean, maybe I'll be wrong. We'll see. Triple T Augie says his muscles were just dormant for 25 years. And he brought them back to life, like zombie muscles. NW News says his weights are Kat and her credit card bills. Well, his own credit card bills. Svor says the genius considered a walk to get mail a workout. Yes, that is true. He considered walking to get the mail a workout. And also, guys, getting groceries was a workout before in the last 2 years. So
And this is not to like undermine the workout that he's doing now, because he might be doing insane like Arnold Schwarzenegger level workouts.
Yes.
But it's just more to point towards that he's just not a reliable source of information. So when he tells you he's working out, he's doing all this lifting, this could be legitimately less than 10 minutes worth of lifting.
Yes.
Because like this guy just lies about everything. He just embellishes everything. Everything to him, like his own life is fan fiction to him, because he just makes up so many just like unnecessary details in order to make himself look better.
Yeah, he really could be doing 5 curls on each arm, getting a mini pump, and saying, whoa, man, that was a great workout. All right, back to the pulls. That could be it. You know what I mean? Like 5 curls, 5 pounds. All right, got a little blood flowing. Let me check out some LTG videos. You know what I'm saying? I bet that's his nightly routine. You know.
Yo, what if like he puts on an LTG video and he's pumping to that? Like it gives him strength.
He's pumping something. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
I look.
That requires a lot of reps.
So bloated and gross. You know, and then it's weird because my weight kind of.
Too bad only one hand gets a workout.
Over the years, but finally I'm at a point where like I feel healthy, and it's the first time. Like I said, in my 20s I felt healthy. Then I lost it in my late 20s. There when I when I was working that office job and stuff. That's basically when I started eating really unhealthy. I was eating terrible food, 3 meals a day. I was drinking coffee with sugar and cream and shit in it all day long. It was awful. I gained a ton of weight.
Okay, and in the 20s he was an alcoholic.
It confirms, well, I guess, any way you interpret it. But I had this speculation that he went to the doctor once, and the doctor was like, Phil, you're like pre-diabetic or some shit. And if you don't start working out and fixing up your life, you're going to die.
Yeah.
And he thought about like the doctor telling him he could die any day now. So he just started doing some like performative changes to his lifestyle. And this dates back a couple of years ago when he started eating healthy. And he started trying to do mental gymnastic to make some things that are unhealthy sound healthy, just so he can feel better about eating it.
Yep. All right, almost done this clip.
Now I look like a deflated grape. At least I look deflated. That's fine with me. I'd rather be a deflated grape than a giant.
I mean, sure.
Deflated grape.
Swollen grape, that's for sure.
Please, someone do deflated grape reel.
And also having muscle mass that I can use in my life, as opposed to being a giant grape that is weak as shit. You know, like I said, I used to try to get out of my car and I would hurt my knee. Just standing up out of my car, I knew it.
And by the way, he said he was healthy his entire YouTube career, by the way, guys. So listen, as he was talking about how healthy it was, this was happening.
Hurt my knee. Just standing up out of my car, my knee would go. And I would go, oh my God, shooting pain. Fucking terrible.
I know, it's a Twitter video.
I'm not in my life.
Fuck Twitter videos.
Ever again.
They don't center. Fuck them. You get the point. Well, this is a podcast. Hold on a second.
Yeah, we're not buffering.
No, hold on. We'll get there. Download the podcast on Spotify, please.
Can we see your body? Yes. Here it is. Here's my body. I've put it in front of a camera for you. You can see it. Enjoy.
Pretty cool, man. Looking for compliments, looking for compliments, looking for compliments, looking for compliments. There's got to be something here. We'll get there.
No, see, this is why this is the perfect time to do it. Someone just said if you're pushing 50, which I am, but not yet, I'm 43, you know, knee pain is on the way. You're right. And I have historically had bad knees. So now that I've started doing squats, I'm building up all the muscle and it's actually working. Like, for example, if you remember, I used to be streaming and then I go to get up and I go like this. I go, oh.
Still does that, by the way.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm literally just getting up. There's no pain, no popping or cracking in the knees at all. Just like,
whoa.
No problem at all.
That's awesome, dude. Cool flex at the retirement home, but he's 43.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. That's embarrassing.
So much better. And same thing, you know, I used to have a hard time even sitting up sometimes. You know, you'd be laying down and you try to sit up. You're like, oh, my back. Now I'm just whoop right away.
Oh, my God.
No problem, no pain. Everything's healthy. It's very nice.
Pretty cool, man. Awesome. You could stand up. All right. That Indian boy Peen says a false narrator becomes his own worst nightmare. Ooh, interesting. I agree with that, though, that Indian boy Peen.
I think this is all going to end with some sort of an injury that he gets while he's working out, and then it's going to be like a running thing for a while that he's injured, and then he's just going to stop working out.
Yep. And he already did admit that this week. He hyperfixated his elbow at the dump. And that means he took a week off. He took a week off for that. So all it's going to take is a one injury that hurts a little bit more than a week, and then it's going to be done. And then it's going to forget about it. It's like it never happened. And then it'll be a troll meme. And then workout will be a banned word on Kick. It's the cycle of shit in DSP's world. It'll happen.
Yep.
Sfar says his knee got better by doing arm curls. Yes, it did. All the muscles are coming back. They're doing good. Iwamoto says healthy man ate DoorDash 3 times on stream last week. He's bulking again, clearly. Okay, we're going to finish with this. Here is DSP's thoughts on Japanese developers of games. Here we go.
Oh, we missed something back over here. Wow, I love it. The Ether Man says, why do you think Konami's doing this with such a popular franchise? Aren't they hurting themselves?
Just for the context, this is the fastest selling Silent Hill of all time. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. You have to understand this about Japanese developers and or Japanese-centric companies. They really don't care about anyone except Japan. I'm going to just reiterate that. They only care about Japanese customers. And you might think that that's weird, but it's true. For example, it was just announced that Capcom Cup, one of the biggest tournaments and or tournament circuits for competitive Street Fighter, is now going to go pay-per-view. They literally will not allow you to watch the events for free. You have to
this has nothing to do with Silent Hill F, buddy. Get it out here.
Pay to watch, and once you pay to watch, you are not allowed to restream. You are not allowed to clip. You are not allowed to commentate. It's all illegal. And when people say, well, why are they doing that? Because they're Japanese. They don't care. Apparently.
So, just to recap what he has said, they are paywalling a Street Fighter tournament because they are Japanese. I'm not saying it's good to do that. I'm not saying it's good to. It's definitely bad for the consumer to paywall shit. But they're not doing that because they're Japanese. It's because they want to get money from it. Because they know they'll make it because it's so fucking huge. But all right, let's go.
Street Fighter 6 is insane.
It's pretty bad. People can't clip it and commentate over it because it limits the reach of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's very stupid.
It's
very stupid, but they're not doing that because they're Japanese.
Insanely popular in Japan. Like, it's one of the most popular games of all time. I'll give you an example here. There are players in Japan, okay, in Street Fighter 6. They literally just make match videos. They'll do like a half an hour. Oh, it's my matches. You know how many views they get? 1 million.
So he's just watching views, coping about view counts now.
Yeah.
That's not an exaggeration. They get 1 million freaking views on basic match videos because they're Japanese players.
And they're also awesome at playing the game. That's the part he leaves out. They are tournament.
I'm pretty sure that's the whole point.
Yeah. He's forgetting that they're the best players in the world playing the game. But, just leave that part. A little detail he left out.
That's how crazy Japanese culture is when they focus on their own stuff.
Yeah.
They go crazy. They do. So, in regards to Japanese, to them, they don't really give a crap about what the rest of the world thinks about Silent Hill. All they care about is what they think about Silent Hill. And to them,
needless to say, that is ridiculous. Game is sold worldwide. They require most of their sales to come from outside of Japan to be successful. Why would they do that?
Yeah.
That's just a very dumb thing to even consider they would do. But go ahead.
And they're like, hey, look what we did. We made a Silent Hill that's now Japanese-centric, that now plays like an anime. And they like that shit. It's part of their culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, to them, they actually don't care that the rest of the world is playing this game and they're looking at it like, what the fuck did they do to Silent Hill? They don't give a shit. To them, they're like, yeah, what of it? It's our game. We made it. And we'll do whatever we want with it. So even though everyone who's probably gotten this far in the game is now saying, what in the fuck am I playing? What is this shit? It doesn't bother them none. They're like, well, guess what? This game sold a lot. Everyone pre-ordered it. So it made a million sales on day one. Now, the thing that you don't realize is that doesn't necessarily mean the sales will carry.
Okay.
Just because 1 million people pre-ordered it and it did well on day one does not mean that this game will do well in the long term. It could very well be a situation where it did very well day one and then will not sell after the fact because people heard how stupid it is. Okay, but you never know. So to them, they see it as a sales success. They think they've done right. They're not going to listen to any criticism whatsoever. Anyone who says that this game is...
How are they not going to listen to criticism exactly? I don't understand that comment either. What do you mean they can't understand?
Because they're Japanese, allegedly.
People have their thoughts, and that's what they have. I did check on Steam, by the way. It's almost exactly the same. Japanese language reviews and English reviews for the game are generally favorable. On Metacritic, it's 7. In English, just a little bit above that in Japanese. So it seems that the whole world kind of thinks the same about this game. It's selling a lot. It's doing okay. They're sold enough that they're going to be happy with the fucking sales. I'll tell you that. But all right, he's not done yet.
Weird or different or stupid, they're not going to listen to. They're going to say, hey, look, 1 million in sales. And then they're just going to do whatever they want. That's how they are. They really are just kind of, they only listen to their own. They don't really care about the rest of the world. Even if they're not, it means that they're sacrificing. Like, for example, that Capcom Cup thing will likely make it so that Street Fighter 6 is not as widespread popular in the rest of the world if people can't see the big tournament, right? They're not going to pay $20 to see this fucking tournament. You think that would kill it? No, they don't care. As long as they're popular in Japan and they make tons of money there, they don't give a shit. So I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Hold on, I'm skipping this.
Literally,
he gets back into it.
I would say
this is another wild thing right here.
Oh, well, it is. See, the plot of the other Silent Hills, there was always men, and maybe men are really weak with Silent Hill, but the women would be strong, except there was a Silent Hill with a woman, Silent Hill 3, and she was weak as shit just like the men. So, yeah.
Any idea on that one? I don't know what the point was for that. But what?
Isn't like Silent Hill about exploring traumatic events and depicting them as monsters so the main character can deal with them?
Yeah, like I don't understand
that's
how
the whole like theme of the games.
Yeah, male or female? I mean, what? I mean, everyone's dealing with trauma and they're going through their way. But okay,
I get the idea because like in Japan you have a different society, and from the point of view of a woman, she can deal with a lot of things that are not dealt with in the West or are dealt with differently. So that's an angle that you can explore. The same way that Silent Hill 2 was about the guy dealing with his wife's death and all that other stuff. Is like you take a character and it's a character study of their trauma and the things that they have to deal with, and it's all projected onto the screen of Silent Hill and all the demons and monsters that are depicted as those traumas.
I don't understand his point on this one.
This is pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, at least they're having Bloober Team do the remakes, which I appreciate because they are definitely treating the remakes with a lot.
I'm gonna go here.
This is so stupid. We love it. We're Japanese. We love this shit.
So, insinuating only Japanese people like to see gore in scary movies?
I wasn't too far off from the cactus, right? I was pretty close. I mean, it would have to the same effect.
Anyways, that was pretty much it on the random thoughts about Japanese developers don't give a shit about anyone outside of Japan, which is very stupid. No one would ever do that. I don't understand. He's saying he called them pedos too. I don't remember that part. Cat SSG. As far says in Japan, there's no concept of fair use like in Europe and US. That's why we consider Japanese companies overly litigious. Yes, that is true. They had a really long. It took Japan to one of the major. When YouTube first came out and people were posting music videos on YouTube, like real bands were doing it, Japan was way late on this. They would release 30-second clips of their videos and said, you got to buy our video. It's not because they're Japanese, because they just are not down with that kind of why am I giving our shit away for free thing as the rest of the world. It's not like something like, oh yeah, we're Japanese. We're better than everyone else. That's just how they were. You know what I mean? That's just how they did things. And now they're slowly coming around on that side of things. But Big ups to Faradox says, the way he talks about Japan, you'd think it was run by two self-made black brothers. Who could you be talking about?
He really talks about it like he has some personal issue with them. And I think it might even stem from Nintendo demonetizing him back in the day and like DMCAing him and stuff.
Well, let's not forget the only reason he got fourth in Evo is because of 3 Japanese people.
Oh, you know what I mean? Come on.
Okay, let's see if there's any quick hitters we can get to before we sign off for the day. Anyone good ones? Let's finish with this one, okay? So here is this one. Talk about entitled. Here's the last clip of the day. This is a podcast, by the way. You can find it on Spotify. Go check it out.
You actually can, though. He doesn't post it. But you can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Apple iTunes. You can find us on any place that podcasts are uploaded. Because we're a real podcast and Phil is a fake podcast. Huh? Take that, DSP.
They're not paying any attention to me.
Okay, here we go. Listen, so he's messaging his DoorDash driver right now.
And I'm texting this person and they're not paying any attention to me. They're ignoring me. Isn't that great?
The DoorDash driver is not responding to DSP fast enough, and now he's pissed. Pretty cool.
Oh my god, this guy is the worst customer. He texts everybody, he calls everybody, he annoys everybody.
Where are you? You're late, bitch. Where are you? All right, let's go in live DSP and see if he's begging or not. Ready? Oh, we're in a break time. God damn, we're in our break time right now. This will be 20 minutes, so we can't see anything, unfortunately.
Bro,
that's
his
a new fighting game that I want.
Yeah.
His leaderboard is so long. Like, there's so many things on it. There's goals hit, top subscription, top super chat, top tip, top membership, top everything. It's like 50 things on this.
But we're looking cool with our Back to the Future shirt now. Oh, we're not doing our winter our Halloween. What am I talking about? Hawaiian shirts anymore. We're doing these kind of buff shirts now.
Yeah, he's gonna start wearing a lot of shirts that are way too small for him, just so he can look buff.
Definitely. So there we go. We'll leave it there, everybody. Big ups for joining. I'll redirect you to anyone that's restreaming, I guess. But you're a legend. So we'll see you next week. Anything you want to say to the beautiful people out there, Meerkat?
As always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode and for the next DM show. For the DMs, everything that we basically cover in that we've done in previous episodes as it was happening. So you might want to go check out that to see our bad predictions on what's going to happen. And for everything else, stay tuned. I'm going to be back to streaming probably somewhere midweek next week, and I'll try and make it as regular as possible. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching again. And if you like that we're buff, like this video or subscribe. Please subscribe and like this video and all the other stuff. You know what to do. Find us on Spotify when I upload the episodes.
See ya.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. How I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like I'm happy with who I am. I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
I don't know anything.